Hello, hello. You might notice a stark difference in the stream today. There is no music. Um, kind of don't know what to do, man. Every time I go live, I try to put on like the most generic music that's not gonna get me into any headache-inducing situations. And every time, I get put into a headache-inducing situation. So, sorry, I'm posting this on Discord real quick. What's the message for this week? What's the message? Let him sleep. Um, every time I try to fucking stream with music in the background, well, not every time, but fairly often anyway, I get copyright claimed. And you'll be like, well, I mean, you are using copyrighted material. And that would be fair. Except the issue is I'm not getting copyright claimed by the people who own it. I'm getting copyright claimed by people who make edits of songs that they don't own. Like last week, I still have the last week's stream is still in escrow. I got 3 copyright claims last week because of the Silent Hill 2 soundtrack, and it wasn't from Akira Yamaoka, bro. It was from 3 dudes who made edits. One of them already backed off, but the other 2 I still put in a dispute for. It fucking drives me insane. But I don't really know what I'm gonna do with the music. Um, we might have to live in silence, man. Hello, Axe Guy. Hello. And YouTube isn't like Twitch where you can cut the background audio after the stream ends, right? Not that I'm aware of, but I could just like be out of the loop. I don't know. I don't really pay much attention to the streaming space. Although I did go live on Twitch the other day for those who knows. I can see a future where you get copyright claimed by someone making an edit with your voice. Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you want to look at it, like most of that is on TikTok. So like I'm chilling. But we'll see. It's gonna get there eventually, I guess. Hello, voice of Todd Fang. Hello. Yo, I said, did you see the English dub VA Sean Chiplock Glazing episode 11? I did. I did. I have things to say about that, but I don't really know if I'm allowed to. So this show fucking sucks. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's interesting, but I seem to be the odd one out for the novel readers this time. I thought the episode was fine. I thought it was good, but like a bunch of people are pissed off. So I don't know. I'm chilling, man. Maybe the Vyvanse really changed me down to my base principles. 6-7. I still don't know what that is, by the way. I still don't know what a jewel is. I'm assuming it's like the thing on Twitch. Bro, who on earth is pissed off? Like at least 3 people in this chat. Alright, buddy. Alright, buddy. Fucking. Okay, buddy. Like, I don't think this is the best episode in the season or anything. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I thought I was gonna get cooked because I only gave it an 8. I thought I was gonna get fucking slaughtered. But people in my Discord, Mad Envy. By the way, season 3 enjoyer. Just gonna put that out there. Give it a 6. Oh my goodness. Crazy. I hate not having music, man. Fucking. Oh, I hate copyright law. That's it. We're putting the Silent Hill 2 OST back on. And when they inevitably come by and copyright claim me for their stupid fucking edits, I'll fight back again. I feel like you liked it? Wow. Use NCS or something? I don't know what that is. Non-copyright music? The few times that I've gone out of my way to use non-copyright music, I have been copyright striked. I'm not even joking. I wish I was. But, the few times I've tried to, I wake up in the morning and my stream is copyright claimed. Hearing your voice on TikTok is cracking me the fuck up, man, not gonna lie. I just didn't know how ubiquitous it was. I didn't know, like... I didn't know how widespread the edits were. I knew they existed, but like... Apparently there's like a whole fucking ecosystem of edits with my voice, and I didn't know about that. I'm just wondering, like, when am I gonna reap the rewards, you know? Also, every time someone comments, New Brew, don't you mean Natsuki Daniel? No! I don't mean Natsuki Daniel. I don't. Are we putting Meilei's Book of the Dead on the shelf today? I don't know. I don't think I haven't been decorating it. I haven't been feeling like it, man. I hate like how intertwined like these ReZero memes are to AI. Like Aura Monster was our last ethical one. Now obviously there were some like AI derivatives, but Aura Monster was pure ethical aura, dude. And then like I see like the Axe Guy memes. And like 25% of the time it's my voice in an edit, which is fine. And the other 75% it's like AI generated images of Axe Guy hitting the Megumi pose. And it's so cringe, man. To everyone asking what I thought about the episode, I thought it was good. I gave it an 8. How many of you don't watch my video? You should be proud that you're the only human aspect of Axe Guy. That is true. So far. Just wait for them to put my voice through like an AI generator or whatever. Sorry, Mr. Ratha, I was sleeping through Ep 10. That's okay. Have you seen the paint opening for ReZero Season 4? I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it, no. Island P. Yeah, it's me, the Axe guy. People keep telling me that I should be the voice actor for Axe Guy in season 5. And like, I do not have the right voice for him, I'm sorry. This is not gonna work. I mean, if like, you know, if they wanted me to do it, I would do it, but like, I just don't think that's gonna work. I assume we won't do a novel discussion later, right? No, WCT is still behind, which means I'm still behind. So. Vincent's who you sound like? I don't think I sound like Vincent either. Are you satisfied with the anime's adaptation? Yeah, I would say so. I'd say season 4 is pretty good. Do I have high hopes for Core 2? Well, that one's different, okay? That one's a little bit different. No comment. Chapters got stuck in the obby, my bad, Chief. It's alright, man. You'll get out the obby one day. You could definitely pull off Vincent. Oh, no, man. The primary issue is that the characters we're talking about are all like major players. They're never gonna give that to me, man. Why are you dooming about Core 2? I didn't say anything. But also, it's volume 24 and 25 in 8 episodes. So if I were you, I would start auditioning for VA roles. I don't know, man. It's a lot of time and work, and you don't really get much out of it. Like, you don't get paid a lot. Like for ReZero, I can like set it aside, you know, because it's ReZero. But the rest of them, that's kind of tough. Doesn't like most VA money come from cons? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't go to con. I've never been to a con though. I've thought about it, but then the time comes and I'm like, nah. I really should go to one though. Love your content. Glad to catch a stream. Hey, thanks, Chris. Can I ask what you do as your actual job? When I first started the YouTube channel, I worked at Walmart. Later on, I was working at a school for a couple years. And then I worked retail this year. And then that place stopped existing right before season 4 started airing, so the answer is this at the moment. Buddy of mine rated ReZero Season 1 as a 3. Is it time to slime him out? That's crazy. Why do I imagine the dog with the helmet behind the cash register at Walmart? I was a stalker, so I wasn't behind the register. I was behind the register when I was 16 or 17, and I worked at a deli. And I was a lot skinnier back then, but I was like 109 pounds. And I was working the cash register at a deli. And then someone would order, and then like my voice would come out. I'd be like, "Yeah, alright, do you want anything else?" And like it was at least once a day where someone that I was like taking the order of would be like, "Holy shit!" It was really funny. It was really funny. You should do voice acting for community stuff like fan animations. I wouldn't do official stuff unless you want Crunchy Slap to own your soul. I mean, I'm not the type of beast to like go out of my way to look for community projects to be like, hey, I would love to voice for you if you guys, would have me. Um, but if someone like came to me and was like, would you want to voice act in my thing? I would consider it. Tell us your height. I'm 5'10" or something like that. They would say, holy shit, has anyone ever told you that you sound like Moist Axe Guy? Yep. They were saying that in 2015. It's true. Do you think ReZero will maintain the motion in the break between two cores? I don't know. I hope so. If I heard your deep ass voice through a microphone, I would say holy shit too. You mean the thing that's happening right now? To you at this moment? Question mark? Also, that was in person. That wasn't through a microphone, man. Studio Reverie? I don't know. I have like no real reason for saying this. I just don't feel interested in doing that. I kind of get a feeling the ReZero Season 4 didn't really bring that much of a new audience. I think it did. But I mean, I guess it's like impossible to quantify, right? I don't really know how you look at it and say if it did or it didn't. All I can say is that my stats are drastically better than Season 3. That's all I got for you. Jordan's probably stuck in traffic. Yeah, I don't know how long his drive back is. And probably nobody should know because I don't need you guys fucking using geometry to find out his location. You need to capitalize on this Axe Guy shit in my bang, not gonna lie. I mean, how? How do I capitalize on the Axe Guy shit? I don't know. I'm just living my life, man. I've been around since ReZero was airing weekly in Season 1, and yes, chat, this is the most new people I've ever seen willingly enter the show. I mean, like, Season 2 was probably, like, disproportionately inflated because it was COVID, right? Because, like, every fandom saw an influx back then, right? Have you seen Fullmetal Alchemist? Nope. When can we expect the new phase of Arcade video to drop? I couldn't tell you. I just started editing it yesterday. Also, I am using a new editing software to edit it that I don't normally use, but I don't know how long that's gonna fuck me or not. What's your opinion on yesterday's Nintendo Direct? I don't have one because I didn't watch it. Because I have not owned a Nintendo device since the Wii. My girlfriend has a Switch, but I don't count that because I don't play on it. You could low-key do some shorts with voiceovers from the summaries. The meme is big now, so it might bring some new viewers to the channel. Maybe, I don't know. As would just say, yo, Deltarune tomorrow, and we'll jump for joy. Yo, Deltarune tomorrow. I thought you were a Zelda fan? I have not played a Zelda game since Twilight Princess, man. What do you do in your off time? I play games, or I... Anastasia, fuck off for a second. I use my big fat telescope. I do chores around my house, unfortunately. I'm an adult. If you feel like Arc 8 summaries are a slog to get making through, imagine Arc 9. A difficult part of it is that... A difficult part of it is that so much of it is like fight slop, that it's hard to like... execute with such limited resources that I have. You know what I mean? Is telescope slang for something? No, I have a 10-inch Dobsonian telescope. It was $1,000. And it's fucking awesome. The phase videos, obviously, got a gigantic, like, boost in viewership. I'm sure to nobody's surprise. And like I keep getting comments that are like, you should use more of the manga panels, you keep cycling through the same ones. Dude, I get 12 per volume. Yeah, I'm using the same ones. It's really hard, okay? I'm really trying, man. You like astronomy? Yeah, man. If I was willing to sell my soul like other Rezio creators, yeah, sure, I guess I could AI generate them, but I'm not gonna do that. I will mix and mash and fucking create abominations as best as I can. You watch Kai Planet? I don't know what that is. Is that a man? ReZero didn't get #1 on Annie trending this week. What do we do, Asa? I sleep in a big bed with my wife. It's hella funny. The thumbnail that I have for today's video. Apparently someone like actually made this art already. I did, and apparently this was posted in my Discord like 2 years ago. I had no recollection of that. That's really funny though. Did we get the last ReZero project from that thing that was happening before? Nope. Still waiting. I feel like it's just gonna be season 5. And that's it. Once you start making Arc 10 summaries in 67 years, it's smooth sailing, trust. Oh, brother. Yeah, something like that, huh? Who was the guy who used as a voice actor in the BB episode? Oh, brother. That was so long ago. I think I put it in my description, didn't I? Let me look. Yeah, it's in the description of the video. I got some guy on Fiverr. Is he still on there? He is. Good for him, man. Also, Pocket Paper for letting me use his Stride Valakia OST. That was awesome. You should do MT versus ReZero content to stir drama up and rage bait. No. No, I'm okay. To be fair, those new figures actually look kind of cool. True! I got the Aldebaran figure right behind my monitor. He stands, keeping watch. Setup showcase win? Never. My desk is in a state of disarray. Not because that's how I keep my things, but because I have like 15 different blockades to stop Zorbus from getting on my desk. Will you ever consider doing a face reveal? I mean, I have. Not in a video. I don't know, I've never kept like my face a secret. The only reason why I don't have like my face in content is because my girlfriend also is in this room and she does not want to be a part of it, and that's fair. So that's pretty much the only reason, and it is kind of unfortunate, because the number is something like crazy. It's like 60% or something. Faceless YouTube channels get like 60% less sponsorship offers. It's an insane number. But I mean, it is what it is. Bald? Yeah, that's true. However, when I did post my face, I was not bald. Maybe that's an indication of how long ago that was. Sorry if you've already answered this, but who's your favorite character? Natsuki Subaru is my top one. If we're not counting him, because it's what everyone says, then it's Aldebaran. Wait, you're 45? No, I'm not 45. It'd be funny as fuck if I was 45 though, man. The amount of things that I've been asked, like, oh, is this cut? Is this... I can't believe they cut this from the anime. They didn't. They didn't. You just haven't read. Or you've only read the web novel, which in that case, I understand. But also, like, yeah, dude, a lot of stuff was gone from the light novel. That's how it works. What is up with the recent current of fans underselling the secondary and sidecast lately in the ReZero community? It's just because of the anime. I hate to say it. It's just the anime. Someone dropped like a big ass comment on my video today about like a whole list of things that I quote unquote forgot to talk about in the cut content section. And like the whole, not the whole, almost the entire list was because it wasn't in light novel. So yeah, I didn't talk about it. How did you guys like the episode? Did you guys think the episode was fun? Does reading light novels make you smarter? I don't know, man. I just fucking work here. I don't know. 7.4 out of 10. If you're using any decimal that's not just 0.5, you're not real to me, unfortunately. I was a little disappointed with the pace. Why? What's wrong with the pace? Oh, and I guess I should say for what it's worth, I don't really think the stream is gonna go long enough um for this to matter, but like I'm like outlawing any and all episode 11 leaks and spoilers in my communities. Nothing in this chat, nothing in Discord. Okay? No episode 11 leaks. We don't want them. I don't think I didn't even know it leaked. It like usually does around this time. But we're outlawing episode 11 leaks. I want as many people as possible to go in blind. Obviously, I can't stop you guys from going on Twitter and getting spoiled. Can't do anything about that. I know like half you motherfuckers are gonna go on Twitter and look at them of your own volition. But I can protect who I can protect. Can we have that text on screen though, episode 11 leaks? I mean, it shouldn't be a big deal in here. I don't think people ever really talk about future episodes in this chat. I don't think. Right? I don't remember it happening. The hype might just cause it. Well, they'll be executed. It's okay. When episode 11 will release? In the same time slot as the past 10 weeks. Can you play some background music? There is background music. Only one more, guys. Only one more. I don't really know what we're gonna do after that, you know? No... No weekly streams for 2 months. What are we gonna do? All the clout will leave you? Yeah, it's gonna be bad. My YouTube stats are gonna be fucked, man. No need to say anything, but have you heard any rumblings about Core 2? Yeah. Two months? Why? I don't know, man. They're chilling. Play that new JJK Vampire Survivor game? Oh, brother. So you do know that you don't need ReZero apps to come out to stream, right? The thing with YouTube is that, like, if you stream in, like, if you have a stream that isn't necessarily, like, the usual thing that you do, you get penalized for it. So I'm not exactly incentivized to stream on YouTube, at least, when the anime is not airing. Or if there's not some, like, some big event or whatever. I don't really give a shit about the murder becomes a habit discourse. I don't care. Also, yes, Twitch is ass. Which, like, does, like, when I go live on Twitch, and I think, like, oh, you know, I'll go live on Twitch, it's been a while, maybe it'll be fun. And then, like, the first message in chat is like, man, I can't wait for this 3-minute ad to end. I'm like, god damn it, dude. God fucking damn it, dude. That's why I don't like Twitch very much. I mean, I guess realistically, I should probably stream more on my second YouTube channel, huh? Kinda don't give a fuck what happens on there. That place is like a wasteland. Ice just tweeted that he won't be leaking? Wait, really? YouTube really isn't any better, though? I feel like 80% of people in this chat would disagree with you. I don't think... Ice gave his thoughts but was super vague about it. Well, that's cool. Twitch is a way better chatting experience also. I mean, only because of the engraved culture of Twitch, right? But because I don't have a Twitch presence, I don't think it is better for me. You know what I mean? Like, Twitch has a better chat culture if you have like 1,000 viewers. But I don't. I get like 200 on YouTube, and when I go live on Twitch, I get like 15 guys. How's the Observers video going? Pretty well. I recorded it yesterday. Today would be the day that I would probably start editing it and probably do a bunch of it, but ReZero Wednesday, I don't really get much else done. You know what I mean? What's the third reference in your episode 10 thumbnail post? It's an obsession reference. I thought it'd be quite fitting. Because he's possessed. How much does it take to make Jordan blue? I would never reveal the secret sauce. What triggers the aura monster? I don't know what you're referring to. Is it gonna be a 2-month break? Yeah. And when? Next week, man. Did you ever get mods drawing on screen to work? No. Although, admittedly, I also haven't toyed around with it since the first week. It didn't work, and I was like, well, see you later. Also, at least on Twitch, you can turn off people getting ads in the middle of the stream like the one I just got. Well, I don't want to turn it off. I got a fucking electric bill to pay, man. It's June. You mean after episode 11 there's gonna be a 2-month break? Yeah, man. That ramp up the ads? Well, I don't do it. I don't do that many. I have them set to the lowest they can go. Because at some point, then it's just fucking annoying. Month and a half. I think comes back August 12th. Yeah, it does, but it's 8 weeks. Bro, answer my question. What makes you superior to professional writers that you would sit there and make a 2-hour-long video about a professional's work? Are you egotistical or are you tone deaf? Probably both, yeah. ReZero Season 4, Deltarune Chapter 5, New Castlevania. All we need now is someone to just do it. That's crazy. I wonder if it's gonna go down in like mid-2020s culture that someone just typing, someone just do it is gonna be like, everyone knows what it means. Do you think Tape got inspired by SCP's wiki info hazards with the Books of the Dead? I don't know what you're referring to. Six, 7. The ads always come when you are saying something interesting. Oh, so the ads don't play? Interesting. Okay. That's good to know, I guess. Man, get your money, fuck the lowest settings. Well, like, at some point, like, getting so many ads is, like, it's fucking annoying. It's gonna make people tune out, man. I don't want that. But, like, you know, an ad every now and again is a little treat. SCP is like some of the most derivative horror content out there. The main thing that I wish was different with YouTube is I really think it sucks that like if you are a member to my channel, you can't use the emotes from my channel in like other places. I think that sucks, man. When's Jordan gonna come? Whoa. I don't know. I don't want Jordan. I don't want to know when Jordan's coming. Jesus. Oh, I forgot I was waiting for a little bit for people to get into the stream. Uh, next week we are going to be having Hamill on once again. Once again. So we will have Hamill Cinema to close out the core next week. So you should interview people involved with season 4 production? Well, I agree. It's kind of hard though, because most of them don't speak English. So, it's a little bit difficult. I mean, I've reached out to them, they just don't get back to me, so what are you gonna do? I do have a we do have a guest coming in Core 2 as well. Actually, we have 2 guests coming in Core 2. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if Hamill comes back in Core 2 as well. I'm sure that he'll be swinging by again. You ready to learn Japanese, buddy? The unfortunate thing is I already know more Japanese than most people in this chat. It's still not a good enough amount to hold a conversation with a fucking native Japanese speaker, man. How hard would it be to guess those 2 guests? Probably not very hard. In the first Hamill stream, I didn't get to go over the cut content with Jordan while Hamill was on. Just because we were on for so long, I didn't really have the time. And Hamill, like, he DM'd me, like, a couple weeks ago, and he was like, hey, I would love to come on for episode 11. Oh, and this time, you guys should talk about the cut content. I love hearing Jordan's thoughts on it. And I was like, yeah, alright. Sure, man. Are you gonna bring Jeff Basement back on? I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. It's just like... a dude was already hard to contact once. You know what I mean? Are they people that have already been on? No. Bro finally getting Moist Critical? That'd be so funny. If he posts a video glazing season 4, you guys gotta be like, dude, you gotta go on the Asses stream. And then he'll be like, I don't know who that is. And that'll be that. Someone said Jake's as a guest. I mean, apparently he'll be fun. According to Jake's, I'm an irrelevant who talks to irrelevant guys like Hamill, so He doesn't need to reduce himself to coming onto my stream. When he posts it next week, ask, oh, is he actually posting it next week? Damn, that's the only message that got through. I want to say it. I don't think people should be able to criticize professionals unless they themselves have experience in that profession. No hate. I mean, it's fine. No hate, yeah. I just think you're a stupid person. That's all. And it's fine, like, you can't help it. But you're just very, very mad that someone doesn't like something that you like, and you don't know how else to express yourself besides being mad. Yeah, last I heard, Critical hadn't watched Season 3. Can't blame him. Can't blame him. That how that works, huh? Big bro, how am I being mad? I'm stating something that I think is a fact. I've got a 9 to 5, bro. I have no time to be mad over a show. You're mad over a show right now. You're mad over a show right now in a YouTube chat at 2 p.m. on a Wednesday. You gotta look in the mirror, brother. Anyone saying, actually, in my time zone, it's this time, you're all not fucking real. I don't give a shit. PST and PST only. Do you think Season 3 had a negative impact on ReZero? I think, like, the agenda answer would be like, yeah, it probably had a negative impact on ReZero. I would say negative impact is probably an overstatement. Like, I'm sure everyone knows someone in this chat who's talking about, like, oh, I know someone who didn't want to watch because of Season 3, but that's just, like, anecdotal. And Season 3 did more or less fine in Japan. I would say that Season 3 did not do as good as it should have. Sorry, 6-7. I forgot to say that too. There you go. I'd say since Season 3 they've been more consistent with putting out seasons. Well, okay, first of all, they've only put out one after Season 3. So maybe saying more consistent with putting out seasons is a little bit presumptuous. And two, Season 4 is Season 3. So, kinda not really. I low-key think that popularity-wise, Season 3 and 4 did a good job. You could cut like one of those out of there, yeah. But I agree 4 did, yeah. I know this is gonna make you so mad. I timed you out for 24 hours. Oh my god, I know you're gonna be so mad. I have no idea what is going on with the 4-year release schedule. It's generally like production collapsing, like White Fox collapsing. Um, it's kind of like not things specifically relating to ReZero itself. It's more like White Fox was not doing well, and then COVID hit, and then White Fox was not doing well again. So people are gonna be like, oh, well, is season 5 gonna be different? And the answer is nobody really knows. I know I personally have no clue what's gonna happen. um, do you guys remember? I think Jordan, right? I think Jordan asked Hamill, was like, "Oh, what do you have planned after this?" And he was like, "I'd rather not talk about that." That was hella funny. Jordan was really poking and prodding, dude. White Fox decided to do 3-core Sengoku Yoko. That's true too, yeah. I don't really know. Now look, I'm not the one in charge, you know, maybe there are some decisions that I'm not aware of or like why they were made. Personally, I would not have made that choice to make Sengoku Yoko at the same time as season 3, but what do I know? As we come up on a year of White Fox's acquisition, do we think it will be in a new studio or stay with White Fox? My answer is unfortunately the same as last year. No clue, and anyone that says that they do is making it up. Unless it's Ice, probably. Ice would. If Ice ever posts what's gonna happen, he's probably right. Unfortunately. I can't even say that. I can't even say that I know anything about it because I don't. I'm not like. I'm not making it up. I'm not being coy. I really have no idea what's gonna happen. Is this Wesker theme? No, this is Terror in the Depths of the Fog by Akira Yamaoka. Imagine if we get the Slime Season 4 ship with 5 split cores. That didn't work out so well last time we did that, actually. Last time we tried 4 cores, that didn't work out so well. I hate to say it. What the hell happened? Why is Axe Guy a thing? Why do people think that you're the voice actor? Because they took my narration for one of my videos, and they made me Axe Guy. So now I'm Axe Guy. Your voice is low-key tough. Thanks, man, I guess? I don't know. This is how I am. Just wait a bit, they'll take your groovy narration and make you Gumlet Guy? That'd be cool, man. That'd be awesome. What the fuck? Does it feel surreal to be a meme? No, not really. I'm kind of indifferent about it. ReZero might get taken by Mappa. I wouldn't count on it. While I'm glad ReZero is more popular, I do miss when most of the community actually read the story, because LARPers, I think, make up like 90% of novel discussions now. Yeah, man, it's grim. Which is why it's like kind of frustrating whenever I get blowback whenever I talk about that. Like whenever I say that, I don't know how many of you saw the tweet, where I was like, making theory videos does not feel particularly rewarding because the interaction you're going to get is going to be from people who are not operating with like the same like knowledge base. Like half their shit's made up. Half their shit is like, it never happened. They got it from TikTok or something. I got a lot of grief for that tweet, and it kind of surprised me because I was like, I don't know, I thought it was kind of fair to be like a little bit frustrated by it. Is that true though? Last poll for this stream came out to 80% novel readers. Well, the people who watch my streams might be like actually novel readers, yeah. But like the audience who comes to my streams aren't exactly the same people who watch a theory video on YouTube, you know? That goes out to a whole different kind of audience. And that's why, like, obviously, the 20% of you who are here who are anime onlys, you're not gonna be able to watch the video, but like Garkar's video is like such a breath of fresh air for this community, I think. Now I don't know like what the comments are like on it. I'm not gonna read the comments on another man's video, for God's sake. But it's like the first fucking injection of like new ideas in so long. Well, I should say new ideas that aren't relating to Al doesn't equal Subaru or Subaru doesn't equal Flukel. Because I think I'm injecting new ideas into those, but like those are also the same repeated topics for the past like 10 years. I'm also hoping that my observers video that's coming out relatively soon, I hope that goes over well. Address it? Address what? What am I addressing? Even if it's not rewarding viewers-wise, I think it's worth it for the dedicated viewers to make more ReZero discussions and theories. At least, I don't know, at least me, I love watching them. I'm currently in like a better state to make theory videos, even if... even if they don't feel that rewarding, because people clearly do not actually know what happens in the story. Because I'm medicated, and I can just like make a video now. It's not going to be like a 3-week process of me banging my head into a wall. I could just like... The only reason why this Observer video is not out yet is because I'm timing it for when the core ends. That is the only reason. I could have done this in probably like 3 days. Because I have my ultimate. So I don't mind as much anymore. But also, yeah, the episode videos are kind of kicking my ass, man. I'm tired. I really can't wait for the 2-month vacation. I missed a whole hour of stream. It's alright, dude. Nothing's happened. Don't worry about it. I'm anime only, but Flugel is Subaru for sure. Yeah, sounds good, man. Have you ever read Ice's Great Capella Conspiracy Theory? I have not, no. Ain't no way people are skipping entire arcs. I mean, I'd be really surprised. Is there any weight to the rumors of next episode being 40 minutes? No. There is no weight to it. I sincerely have no idea how anyone took that from what I said and ran with it. It's not true. And it's not like a leak for me to say that it's not true, because we can already see the time slots for the channel that ReZero airs on. I just found out about the channel after episode 10. I listened through Arc 7 Phase 1. Damn. Getting to work quick, huh? Not to bring novel discussion points, people talking about Al lately makes it feel like no one has read the story except for Arc 9. This is how I felt about Al for like literally the entire time I've been an Al fan. Okay? I agree with you. Like, the character of Aldebaran is like embroiled in so much misinformation and headcanon that like is frustrating, man. It's frustrating to talk about one of my favorite characters because people will just say things. Genuine dark shit YouTuber right here, everybody egotistical, doesn't answer simple questions, bans people for joining his chat and giving him content by asking him questions. I'm sorry, are you a YouTuber? I don't know why you're criticizing me when you're not a professional YouTuber. That's strange. Maybe pipe down though, pup. Not gonna lie, you was in the trenches talking about Al for so long. Dude, I know. Okay, I know. Me and Ass are the only one who understand Al. True. This is true. I love your wife. I love my wife too. Asa, don't fall for the bait. Well, I just thought it was a funny response. I was kind of waiting for him to set me up for it. But it took a little bit. I finally got it in the end, though. You know that's not the same, little bro? Just answer? Interesting. Now it's not the same. Interesting. What was what? I don't know what chat's talking about. Stop making me blue. What's wrong with making you blue, man? Can you spoil why the other personality in Subaru is? No, but there's an interesting thing you could do. You can crack open the book and you can spoil yourself. If you open up ReZero Volume 23. No, it's not cuz are not a professional. I mean, how do we define professional? I make videos for a living. I feel like that makes me professional, no? So... I don't know, man. A professional is an individual who earns a livelihood by performing a specialized task. That sounds like me, man. So I think I'm a professional YouTuber and you can't really criticize me because, like you said, you're not one. You know? Jordan got that double personality shit like Subaru. If you're a professional YouTuber, how come I haven't heard any grooming allegations against you? Sorry, man. That's crazy. Also, I went out on the record that I called it. I said I was gonna ban this guy for 24 hours, and he was gonna get really mad. And look, he got really mad. He's here on an alt, and he's really mad. Do you care for ratings? Not particularly, no. But like, I don't know, they're like interesting to know about, I guess. Like in a broader scheme. But no, I'm not on Twitter like freaking out about an episode getting like an 8.9 or whatever. You barely upload and get almost no views, big dog? Oh my god, the goalpost has shifted. It's Jake's? What are you talking about? W goalpost shift? I just read his comments and the accent is crazy. Which side story you recommend to read other than if stories? I'm glad that you said other than if stories. However, you clearly don't know me well enough. Because I would never say that. I think like the Aldebaran and Priscilla side stories are pretty good. EX5, The Day I Give Up Being a Following Star, Sunlight on the Water, stuff like that. EX1 with Krush and Ferris is pretty good. I'm a big fan of the Willogy. I'm also not huge on EX6. I much prefer the version Battle Ballad rather than the novelized version. But technically the novelized version is the canon one. So if you want to read that instead of Battle Ballad, I understand. I went through EX6 the other day. Oh my god. It fucking pissed me off. Been watching for years and sorry if you mentioned this already, but given Arc 7 Return isn't as big as Arc 9 Return, does Arc 7 place higher in your tier list now? Yeah, probably. It probably would right now. But I have a feeling that things will change. W not answering a question and still thinking I'm mad? Interesting. I haven't read any of the EXs. They're pretty good. I mean, I'm not like the biggest fan of EX4, but like I think it's good. Like, I think it's solid. I know some people like EX4 a lot more than me, so maybe you'll enjoy it too. Smile. Some guy called Arc 7 and 8 filler, and Ellen Historian didn't react that much. Are they really filler? No. I mean, sometimes I say that as like a joke. But I implore everyone to understand that it's not serious. It's kind of a joke that I'm like not really able to get into context in because it's an anime only stream, but like I don't think it's true, no. It is funny to say though. Just realized it's anime only. I mean, it's fine. You didn't do anything wrong by bringing up arcs. As long as you don't talk about the content of them, it's not a big deal. Would you rate any of the EXs above any of the main story arcs? Oh, damn. Yeah, I would. I like EX5 a lot. I also like Battle Ballad a lot. EX6, well, we can take it or leave it, but Battle Ballad, holy shit. Battle Ballad was fantastic. Also, Arc 9 is like a 4 out of 10, so yeah. Not gonna lie, the theory space in discussion right now in the ReZero fandom seems so hype that after next episode I'm going to read through all of ReZero to join into the fun. Well, I hope you have a good time, man. I hope you enjoy your read, and I hope the community is anything like you expect. I only read EX6 and not the OG stories. I gotta read Battle Ballad. Well, okay, I want to clarify my hate for EX6 is a performative. I've never read EX6 fully through. I've only read Battle Ballad. But like all the change, or not all, most of the changes that I know about in Battle Ballad, I'm like, alright. Not a fan of that. And like I said, I went through Battle Ballad, or EX6 the other day, for the theory video I'm working on, and every time I kept going, I'm like, that change fucking sucks. that change fucking sucks. I just find that video as a hate rant slap mess. I came here hoping to get your perspective, but that's on me for thinking Mr. Ego would give me his side of the story, right? I thought you said you couldn't criticize professionals, but you're in my chat criticizing a YouTuber? Oh, that's weird. Looking at your channel, don't really see 0 subscribers, 0 videos. That does not look like a professional YouTuber to me. I don't know, man. It's a bit odd. What videos are you talking about? It's probably My Hero Academia, if I had to guess. That's generally what people are mad about in 2026. I'm just saying, like he said that I can't criticize writers because I haven't written anything. I'm not seeing any videos uploaded on his channel. It's weird. I'm really excited for if you ever get around to Web Novel Arc 4. I will get around to it, yeah. Season 4 has like taken most of my time. So like I put the retrospective on hold, but at some point, hopefully in the near future, I'm gonna go back to Arc 2 light novel. And then Arc 3. And then I have to make retrospective 1. Haha, because you guys voted for 1 through 3 as the first video. Jordan, can you call me? I'm thirsty and I want to get a drink. Season 4 taking most of your time so you can't read, huh? Yeah. Hey, at least unlike him, I'm like doing things with it, you know? I want to get a drink, Jordan, but like I don't want to get up in the stream and have no one talking. Hi, Jordan.
Let it be known that today I didn't get Jimmy John's or a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. I got chicken strips and they were fucking awful. I hate today. Hello, chat.
Yeah, I am slightly crazy at the moment anyway.
Yeah. That's how we're starting today.
I'm gonna get a drink real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. Hello, chat. We are back. And I am not blue. Everybody leave me alone. I just got here. For the love of God, can I please just be purple for like 20 minutes at least? 20 minutes, chat. Give me 20 minutes and you can blue me after, man. How about that? All right? What's going on, everybody? Tenders from where? It's this local cafe spot near my jaw, and they usually are amazing, but they change the type of tenders that they cook or get, I guess. And I cried a little bit because I was like, man, this really fucking sucks. How was your day, Jordan? It was pretty good. It's pretty good. Work was good. They would leave right on out. Nobody's messaging me after work, so I take it the world is at peace right now in the office. I watched the ReZero episode with no distractions. I don't know, chat. I'd say it's pretty baller, you know? Pretty fucking baller. My computer blue screen of death and I called it. I'm sorry. It's my blue aura, you know. Jordan joined the VC in the Yo, I don't know what's up with that particular person that's been going back and forth, but you know,
fucking shit, man.
Hey, man, I'm just the anime only. What the hell do I know, right?
Fuck you, Jordan.
What? Hey, buddy.
Hey, man, what's up?
Well, not much, man. You know, just entertain. What is it? Why is everybody saying "watch out"? Watch out for what? There's nobody behind me. Jeez Louise, man.
If your JJK review was an hour long, how long would the ReZero retrospective be?
Double at the bare minimum. That's
not
being
really,
generous.
Not really mad. Again, that was not the point of my original comment. What makes you and other YouTubers qualified enough to talk about the work of writing professionals? Well, what makes... It's weird. I go to your channel. I don't see any videos. Like, what? Why are you talking about professional YouTubers? Weird.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, isn't that kind of like just like what makes anybody on anime Twitter like good enough or just relevant enough to talk about manga authors when they're like professionals? You know what I mean? Isn't it like the whole ebb and flow, or like what makes anybody like what makes like a regular Sakuga nerd? You know,
the whole point of like you can't talk about something without being professional is unbelievably stupid on its face. But I've turned the analogy back around on him like 4 times and he just ignores it every time. So I'm just saying, man, I'm a professional YouTuber by every definition. So I don't think he can criticize me because I don't see him paying his bills with YouTube videos.
Well, when you put it like that,
that's what he's saying.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, come on, like by that regard, you know what I mean? That's like literally saying like nobody in the anime community should be able to criticize a manga author because we're just the audience and they're the professionals. But it's like, you know, we're all people, naturally flawed. So
the funny thing is that this argument will never be turned around. Like, how can you praise a story if you're not a professional writer? You don't know what makes a good story.
Shit, I guess I don't. That's why I like MJ, baby. Let's go.
The argument will never be turned around. It's just like, it's stupid in every facet possible.
Yeah. It's just not, why am I already fucking blue? Come on, I said 20 minutes. I said 20 minutes, bro. I said give me 20 minutes of purple, and you guys can blue. Forget it, man. Whatever, man. Forget it. Fucking whatever, man. Might as well just give me a fucking. I'm gonna pay Caper to make me a blueberry hat, bro. Might as well just go the full mile, man.
That'd be awesome.
Fuck hell, man. I didn't even realize, man. I looked away to grab my drink for one moment.
Someone asked, can I watch the JJK video up to season 3 as an anime only? Not the whole thing. Not really. Kind of dangerous.
Yeah, because I assume it dips into like core 2 technically, right? Of
I dips into the whole
season
story, man.
3, and then no, yeah. I mean, yeah, true. Blue suits you better, Jordan. Just own it. I will not. I
Why not?
am supposed to be purple. Supposed to be purple.
What qualifies as a professional anyway? I mean, in most contexts, professional just means that like you make a living off of a specialized type of like service.
Mm-hmm. Jordan,
So
did
like,
you notice the character sitting to the left of Capella in the flashback? Did you know? Whatever, bro. I'm like, you guys always do this. Like, you guys have like formulated this recipe of let me make sure to put the hook at the end of the sentence so I can lose my
it's
breath by the time I
awesome,
get
dude.
there. Like,
It's
dude,
awesome.
fuck
They're getting it down to
you
a science,
guys.
dude. It's fucking
Dude.
awesome.
Because I'm trying to be genuine and like read the question. You feel me? But then like they do that, I'm like, oh, fuck, man. Damn it, Jet. Come on. I commend you guys for doing this all season long. It's been a long 10
Fuck, man, we
weeks
really
so
only
far.
got one more.
Dude, I know, man. We gotta fucking recharge,
Oh, I can't
regroup.
wait.
Dude, I know you're ready, man. Just seeing you, dude. I'm like, dude, I'm still mentally preparing for when World Trigger drops, bro. That's gonna be like
It's
36
hard,
episodes
man.
straight, bro. It is, man. That's why I couldn't do Yozakura this year. I'm working on Yozakuras now, but I'm doing
Yeah.
it one giant sweep. Let it be done. It's already pushing 30 minutes. So I'm just gonna do it at one time and just let it be done. I can't, man. But World Trigger on my ass too. I got no choice. People need me. My fucking Batman. They all of my comments. Please come back for seasonal content. I'm like, all right, man. I'll be there. I will be there. Jordan, what did you think of the guy that was stealing from Elsa? Did you notice? I'm, chat. Don't piss me off. You already got me blue. Please. Jordan, will you eat a shoe if Shoal unveils his hidden demonic powers and shoots fire from his eyes? I will. I would do that if Shoal actually does that in the
Last
anime
time you said
next
you were
season.
gonna. Last time you said you were gonna eat a shoe, you didn't.
Okay, I will actually listen. I will go to my Publix, my local Publix, and be like, listen, can you guys make a shoe? And if they say yes, I'm gonna be like, listen, I need you to draw a shoe. Make it red and yellow for Valakia themed, and put the word SCHULT on the side of it. Boom, there you go. They're gonna be the Valakia ones. There you go. First Schultz shoe ever.
Probably set aside some money for that, I guess. Then we got a new event for season 5.
Man.
That'd be fun.
Oh, here we go. And yeah, you know, yeah, end of the core event, you know. There you go. If Schultz does that in season 5, chat, I will. Actually, I'm gonna be, dude. Let me be careful, bro. Because honestly, if Valakia is next season, bro, I'm gonna have to tread so.
Dude, it's working. Chat.
Yeah, dude. I just thought about it, like how easy
The
I got.
gaslighting is working.
So I will be making you eat a shoe at Anime Expo for Anastasia. All right.
The fear is kicking
that's
in.
Okay. That's how they do me, man. That's how they do me. What the fuck is Valakia? It's the country that the Aldebrand or Priscilla camp is from. Valakia, the greatest of all time.
Yeah, man.
You genuinely might be the only Schultz hater. I don't even hate Schultz. Chat has just gaslit me into hating the kid, bro. Like it's crazy. I don't even know like where they started, bro. I feel like I said something in season 3 by accident, and then everybody was like, "Schultz? Well, why'd you say that about Schultz?" And everybody just didn't let it go, and now I'm just being gaslit for this dude to be the equivalent of how Melee was. Like Melee, like Schultz is for me how Melee is for Subaru this week's episode, bro.
That's crazy.
Like that's literally it, bro. That's literally it. Like just everywhere I go, bro. You know, when I sleep, I just Schultz's red eyes just pierce the darkness in my mind.
Because of the book,
and I wake up.
Subaru knew Melee like in and out, bro. You don't get Schultz like us.
That is true. I can't stand the Schultz slander. I didn't even.
You're a Schultz LARPer, dude.
I'll accept that title. Guy thinks we're going to Valakia next season. We are. There's literally no way we aren't going to Valakia next season. The coins this season, you know what I mean? Like, come on, dude, stop. We're going to Valakia, all right? You guys can't fool me. We're going to Valakia, and I'll be there on time.
Jerkin'
If we don't go to Valakia next season, chat, episode 1 of season 5, 50 gifted subs coming your way. On God. On God. Somebody record that. I
Fuck,
know we're
I wasn't
going.
listening. What did he say?
Don't worry about it. Yeah. Yeah.
Chat, I think we should hold a strike until Jordan gives 50 memberships.
The coins? No, I'm talking about the coins at the beginning of the season when they were looking at the currency and one of them was like the symbol of like Valakia or whatnot. Those coins. Yeah. Valakia, bro, they have a royal selection to settle. What did that have to do with last season, huh? Oh, actually, no, take that back. First episode. All right, but we still lost the plot in last season with the royal selection, okay? We were there, and then they got jumped. So it didn't matter. And now we're dealing with everything this season. So who cares? Damn the royal selection. We got bigger things to fry. Like the Valakia retake, baby. I will be there.
Schult isn't in Valakia, though, so I don't think we'll go there. I mean, he can walk. He can, like, walk around and go places.
Yeah, it's true.
Don't you think
Pretty
he's got,
sure.
like, shit to do?
Shit, I mean, haunt me, I guess, whatever. Your ashes are just sitting there. Yeah, they are. I wish I could get, like, upgraded to, like, a McDonald's, like, bucket or something. A bag is kinda...
McDonald's bucket.
Yeah, like,
What the fuck are
do
you
they
talking
even
about?
have buckets? Do they even have buckets, bro?
I don't know, dude.
Shit, dude. I need to, like,
tell
tell
them.
them
What
to,
you're talking
like...
about, man?
Dude, I need to tell them to, like, invent, like, a 50-piece nugget and, like, put it in a bucket. There we go. 50-piece nugget. Schultz's mother is a baddie. Is this true? I mean, Priscilla doesn't count as his mother, and that's like his mother figure, but sincerely, what was Jordan talking about? The coins were the sage and the sword saint and the dragon. The dragon, right? Isn't that the dragon? Doesn't that dragon represent Valakia?
No, dude, it's
Or was it for Lagunica?
the Dragon Kingdom of Lagunica, bro.
Yeah, never mind. Okay, never mind. I'm schizo.
They're gonna
I
beat you
just
with
clocked. I was
hammers
like, wait a
now.
minute. Yeah, okay. All
They're
right.
gonna beat you with
all
hammers
right.
now, dude.
Yeah, just go ahead. Just you fuck. For some reason, why did I? Well, okay, hold on. Where? Oh, I'm thinking Volcanica. There we go, Pyro. Yeah, I'm thinking about Volcanica. That's why. That's what I'm tripping. That's what I'm tripping. Yo, chat, don't call me a LARPer, okay? I'm here on time every week.
Well,
Jordan might be the strongest Valakia LARPer. Okay, don't say that 1 week I wasn't there. Fuck you.
you
I know
can't.
that's
Yeah, I
where
was
you're
gonna
going.
say you can't. You can't say that no more.
Oh my god, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't
I
my
didn't say.
fault.
I didn't say it was. I'm just saying you fucking called in sick. You don't have 100% attendance anymore. Now I'm not gonna give you a raise.
Oh, I get paid?
Maybe like one day you'll get like a couple bucks.
Yeah, all right. I'll take it. All right. But
Chat turn him purple and switch it back to blue instantly.
Wait, I turned purple? I didn't even see that.
No, he wants me to do
Yo,
that to
chat.
you. He wants me to make you purple so they can turn you blue again.
Make me purple right now.
Does
And I'm
chat want him
staying
to go
purple,
back?
Chat, please send me back. Please. Send me back to where I come from.
I'm currently
Purple.
watching the 3-year-old Arc 6 video. Just wanted to hop in and say that your work is great. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Long fucking time ago, man.
Good old Arc 6. Turn him back.
Turn
Yes,
him back. Turn him back. Oh, they want to do like a blue speed run. That's interesting.
Okay. Blue speed run. Blue any percent. It's okay, Jordan. The AI Yen Press users also mixes up Volcanica with Valakia. All right, man. All right. Wait, do they actually use AI Yen Press?
It's
Have
one of
they?
those things that like I don't think it's proven, but I mean, goddamn, bro.
I mean, I guess I couldn't put it past them. I mean, I know everybody's cutting costs where they can, but
Can't prove it, but like sometimes I don't really know how else they do what they do.
does Jordan know about your VA work? Yeah, I know. I've seen it. I sent him the tweet of the guy. Somebody tweeted and was like, "This guy's like the Oppenheimer for Todd." Was that his name? Todd Larpers. And it was Austin's video, and I was like, "What the fuck did you do?" It's like, what does it even mean? Who's Todd?
Don't worry about
And
it.
then I
man.
learned it was the guy in the axe. So I look forward to meeting Todd, chat. I don't know when I'm meeting Todd. Maybe 2045, but I'll meet Todd someday.
Also, I'm saying this as a writer with 6 years of experience in my country, not the USA, by the way. But just saying that you should obviously have an opinion, but again, making a 2-hour-long video just seems egotistical. What is it then?
What
when you've been
video?
in my-
What
when
video?
when you've been in my chat for an hour talking about the same topic, what does that mean? Also, I saw your first draft of that message where you said that you won 2 awards or whatever. How come you deleted that? Is it because you lied? Or like, why did you do that? I saw you delete that.
What video are we talking about? I mean, you have multiple 2-hour ones, but which one?
It's probably just gonna be. It's probably MHA. That's probably all it is.
Surely, no. It can't be MHA. Hold on, I'm scrolling fucking down. I'm scrolling. Okay, MHA retrospective 3 is 3 hours, so it's not that one. Which fucking one is 2 hours? Okay, Arc 7. Just an hour and 40. Hour 25. 1 hour 20. Okay, there's too many fucking videos. Gosh, then you busy bastard. Oh my god. I'm not looking down anymore. Never mind. Forget it. Forget it. Jordan doesn't know he's friends with the Axe guy. Dude, I literally flex that all the time, dude. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean, dude? I flex that all the time. I'm like, yeah, this guy? Yeah, he spoke in that video. That was him. What is he like? You know, he keeps his helmet on, if you know what I mean.
People keep telling me I should be like the official English voice actor in season 5, and I'm like, they're not gonna do that.
You know what you have to do, right?
They're not gonna fucking.
Wait. Todd's a season 5 character?
No.
Oh, dude, wait. So you know what we should do? We should reach out to fucking whoever gets assigned to him and be like, yo, you wanna come by and hear a funny story? That would be great. That would be great. Jordan, you should audition for VA for Purple Dino of Karagi when seasons. Is there an actual Purple Dino?
No comment.
Hey, I'll do what I gotta do. I'll do what I gotta do, Chad. You know, I'll get some. I'll hit up Zenon Robinson and be like, "Yo, listen, I need you to speed run me into a quick animal auditioning.
How much?
Pay you however much you need.
How much would it take to make Asa voice a character in season 5? Okay, you don't have to pay me. Like, it's not a matter. Like, I can't get like, pay me $100 and I'll go be a voice actor. Like, that's not how it works, man.
Yes, Jonathan, the purple dinosaur. You guys made me lose like oxygen every time reading these damn sentences, man. I'm just losing oxygen, and I'm not getting it back. Just slowly losing more oxygen. Eventually, I'm just not gonna read anything at all. Crunchyroll has also fucking closed auditions, so you have to have a fucking agent, and it takes an arm and a leg. Ah, I see.
I don't know. Is it? It's not Crunchyroll that does ReZero, right? It's I don't remember what they're called. Frosty told me.
Is it Bang?
Bang,
it's
yeah.
not Bang Bang, is it? Yeah, is it Bang? Okay, yeah, I about to say because I know that Bang's been out.
It's Bang Zoom, right? Yeah.
Yeah, should be Bang Zoom.
So the Dub Studio is holding auditions at Anime Expo this year. Oh, brother.
Oh, they are. That's right. They do have a panel. I did see that. They took my goat Gian out and shot him dead, bro. Hate to see it, man.
Well,
hate to see it.
Either way, I have like no voice acting resume. They're not gonna give me a role in season 5 of ReZero, bro. They're not gonna do it. If I'm lucky, I can be some like background goon, dude.
That is true. Be legendary. Jordan, go apply for Tosca. Dude, please, but I'll be in that movie. You kidding me? Me and Dub. Beatrice. Oh my god. I might cry.
And also, like I said earlier, being a voice actor is kind of not worth it, man. Like, you don't make money at all.
Yeah,
for a lot of time.
Yeah,
you got to spend a lot of time on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty, like, you know, not to diminish anybody, but I mean, you know, the reality of the situation is that it is a pretty big gap. You know what I mean?
To be fair, you could do Ground Dragon's voice acting, maybe. Oh, well, thanks, man. Appreciate that. I'll put in a good word. Okay, this is the crazy part, because Steel could actually put in a good word.
Yo,
connections like that, bro.
Yo, Steel. Hey, man. Good looks. That's what you like to see. You can't feel me, but I'm dapping you up right now. Good looks. Jordan, look out. There's nobody here. I don't see anything. Wait. Oh, yes, I do. I was behind in stream delay. Get this little shit
What happened?
away from me.
I don't see anything.
It's forget it. Forget it. All right, chat. To begin this episode, general thoughts. I have no idea how this fucking core wraps up next week, chat. Like, let's just start there, okay? Usually, with these cores, I'm like, all right, I see how we're gonna have like a nice little stopping point and wrap some things up. I have no idea how this fucking core wraps up next week, and that is crazy to me. It's so weird coming off such a concrete ending of core 1 for season 3 and season 2 or season 3 part 2, and then you get here and I just every week I just walk out with more questions and head scratchers. Like, what do you mean? Like, what is Tepe's problem, bro? And it's funny because I was talking to one of the Sakuga bros that I'm cool with, and he was like, man, I wonder if they're gonna continue, Natsuki Daniel essentially into core 2. And I was like, nah, it's gonna be a core 1. He's gonna be there in core 2. And that's crazy to me. That's genuinely crazy. I did not think this was going to be an entire season thing. I'm so curious as to like how this really goes into core 2. You know what I mean? Like I'm impressed. Honestly, I thought that was gonna be like a core 1 issue, you know what I mean? And then core 2 they kind of get back to it. But again, I don't know what kind of.
So I mean, I think when the Amnesia first dropped, you were like, this better be like wrapped up before the core ends. Given that your impression now is that it's gonna keep going, like how does that make you feel? Does it piss you off or like?
Honestly, no, it doesn't because okay, chat is Natsuki Daniel not like Subaru? I thought it was like another nickname you guys were calling him. Is that like a different person? Asa, am I missing something here?
Natsuki Daniel is an AI generated meme that's not funny in any capacity. And Nubaru is the name that I gave him years ago.
Oh, bro, I thought like the Daniel was like just like a joke to play on like his new personality. Oh, my fault, chat.
No.
Damn. I literally saw people like on Twitter like calling him like Natsuki Daniel. I thought, oh, it must be like a Nubaru thing.
No,
you know what I mean?
It's just because they're not funny.
Oh, okay. Nubaru, chat. Nubaru. But no, I like it though. I like it. Yeah, I really didn't know. I fucking thought it was just. I thought the Daniel was part of the like. I thought the Daniel was like the Nubaru that wasn't known about the new like the Nubaru for people who don't know about Nubaru. You know what I mean? That's what I thought basically. I thought like Nubaru was like a community here thing, and like the rest of the world was like Natsuki Daniel. You know what I mean?
Nubaru's been taken off recently. People still call him Amnesia Baru. I think it's too like. I think it's a little bit too wordy. I think Nubaru is like.
It's a mouthful.
I think it's better.
Yeah, simple. Just takes the S and stick the S and add the new. There you go. But no, I like it now. You know what I mean? Like again, this is like the most like not usual Amnesia plot line whatsoever. You know what I mean? There's just so many elements and so much psychological horror going on to the point where it's like you're not even focusing on the fact that he has amnesia like that as much. You know what I mean? There's just so many new elements coming at you left and right, so many questions and so much. There's just so much, you know what I mean? And it's like this entire section has just completely blown my expectations out the water. I did say that at the beginning of this that if there's somebody that I trust to write it and I would willing to be to write this, it would be Tepe, and they have done a fantastic job at this so far. Again, I need to just wait and see how it all ends and how we reverse this situation for the final verdict. But like, it has genuinely been a much more engaging. Like, dude, I tell you, chat, every week it just seems like trying to eat lunch and type with one hand has gotten harder and harder because I'm typing so many like things and like putting things in parentheses to make sure I know what I'm talking about and what I can reference to by the time I get here. Like, I'm like eating like a chicken strip with one hand and then like grabbing my phone with my left hand and then just like typing at the speed of light and like trying to eat. You know what I mean? It's a lot of detail coming at you all at once. You know what I mean? And have you told Jordan about the hiatus Arc 6 was going through? Yeah, I heard it was like, what, like 7 years-ish?
I think it was like 5 years. It wasn't necessarily like 5 years straight. It was like a chapter would drop. And then it would be a long time.
Yeah, man.
And then a chapter would drop. And then it'd be a long time.
Yeah, that's
Shit, gotta go. Just wanted you to know this has genuinely been one of the worst streams I've had the displeasure of sitting through. Well, I'm glad you sat through it all, man. I appreciate that. Make sure you come back next week, too. Apparently you're such a big fucking fan, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Chicken
Talking-
strip. No,
Talking
there's,
to the stream
there's
the
no
whole
Chick-fil-A.
fucking hour. Jesus Christ, man.
There's no Chick-fil-A near me, Pyro. Well, there is, but I don't want to walk to it, man. It's like a 10-minute walk. I'm not walking to Chick-fil-A. I can get a smash burger in 3 minutes instead of
Guy's
walking to
getting
Chick-fil-A.
soloed by a 10-minute walk, dude. That's crazy.
Dude, it's just so hot, bro, and the World Cup
That's
is
true.
here.
That's true. Oh, that's true too. I forgot
It's-
about that. Oh my god.
There's so, dude, it took me like I was late to work by an hour today, bro. Like it's ridiculous. I genuinely think they're about to tell us that we can start working remote soon, though. I think people are gonna start bitching hard, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, everybody just work from home and come in when you need to." It's gonna be fantastic, bro. I can watch ReZero in the comfort of my home. I hope, bro. I hope. Holy American, yeah, I know. It's pretty fucking nuts, dude. Like it makes it worse, chat. My job is right next to the stadium where the World Cup is at. So like I'm seeing like all types of just foreign people and clearly fans of the World Cup come in. And like it's cool, but it's just so many people, so many police, so much like alcohol. Everybody's getting fucked up in height, man. I'm like, oh man, this traffic sucks. But yeah, chat. I've been enjoying it. Again, I'm waiting to see how it all ends, all that good stuff. But yeah, man. How do you get to work? I mean, I drive. You know what I mean? It's a straight shot from my house to work for the most part. But it's just like it's in downtown where I'm at, and that's where the World Cup is at here. So it is just dicey traffic wise. A lot of close streets, narrow streets. You got to be careful and all that good stuff. So, Jordan, Knicks or Spurs? Ooh, buddy. Knicks or Spurs? Let me think about that, honestly. Let me think about that. I heard, hold on. Let me come back to that because I'm gonna get off topic because I heard about the game the other day with fucking Wembley, bro. But Jordan, what if I tell you that they had to wait 3 months after the Maylee dead on the floor cliffhanger? Okay, that's rough. I'm not gonna lie.
Crazy.
That's rough. Jordan, at this point, your traffic problems, you should invest in a helicopter to get to work. Yeah, I value the money that I do have. Okay, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna get shot down if I try to drive in the middle of Atlanta. Like, sir, you are in an unidentified flying helicopter in a vicinity of cars. Please get out the helicopter. And they're going to shoot me out the sky. Is it lonely up there alone on your pedestal, Jordan? A little bit, It's a little bit. Jordan, what are you thinking? Hey, man. Can't tell you. I got to keep you on my toe or keep you on your toes. But chat, going into the actual episode, we resume off of the Evil As ending last week with the cuts, man. And one of the things I do like at the beginning of this episode, going back to this whole joke, speaking of which, of like Jordan and Jordan, they differentiate this week with the quotation marks. And he's like, if, he pretty much kind of talks about like, if Natsuki Subaru did this, quote unquote, then who am I? You know what I mean? And it's interesting that this is how they're kind of playing it out now with like, so they're playing it as this unknown persona to himself, essentially, that has been taking over, doing those little blips of time, and he has no idea what's going on. And now he's having this identity crisis because if that's Natsuki Subaru, quote unquote, that's taking over, that's the one that everybody that apparently knows who he is, then who is the one that we see right now, right? It's interesting identity crisis, just more psychological trauma. Questioning existence and all that good stuff, and just what the hell do I do? You know what I mean? But that I do like, again, the differentiating. I think that's a very good detail, just to kind of add, to kind of clarify that there is a separate something that's going on. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people, obviously, last week were anime only, were like, what the hell is going on? But now it's kind of coming into a little bit of a clear picture that there is somebody, quote unquote, Natsuki Subaru, that has been coming back during these blips of time and committing crimes, basically, right? So, good differentiation. I like the detail of who am I. And then this motherfucker decides to lock in and hide the body, which is crazy how I just kind of cut to that. Like, let me just hide this body in this bag under this desk and just, move right on along. But, hey, man, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, hey, what can you do? I mean, I get it, man. Subaru is known to go through shit, and then he just locks in right after. You know what I mean? Considering that's how Return by Death is, he dies and he kind of just locks in the minute he gets back. Tweaks out a little bit, but he locks in. So, that's what he does. So, Meilei's dead at this time. Body's hidden. Subaru's playing it cool. And then so he's leaving the room. Emilia comes in. And it's like, oh shit, you know what I mean? And then she's closing it and she's like, are you okay? Like, you don't look so good. Are you sure you're back to normal? All that good stuff. And she's fine. And let me tell you, this is a really interesting case of irony here. Maybe it's just kind of like a little parallel. Looking at season 2, right? Emilia was very unstable with these trials. They were beating her ass at first, and Subaru was the one having to constantly remind her that, like he can help her, and to try to have some faith in her knight and all that good stuff. And now it's interesting how those roles are essentially reversed. Maybe obviously, not under the same exact circumstances, but in terms of just support, right? Emilia has definitely stepped up and, it's kind of repaying the favor this season. Looking at, current Nubaru situation, and then Emilia kind of making sure to hold him together and hold the party together the best way that she can. So I do like that. That's just my observation, obviously, just looking at the roles and how she's constantly checking in, constantly reminding him that he's okay, and that if you need somebody to talk to, you can lean on me and stuff like that. Again, just good stuff there to show how Emilia is just also kind of, she's just come through. She's grown quite a bit past season 2, and obviously I know she's been throwing hands a lot lately, but it's good to kind of just call back to those little moments with Emilia just kind of just holding on together. You know what I mean? So like that. Throughout the episode, again, Subaru is just losing it slowly but surely. He's just losing it, tweaking left and right. Meilei's obviously just haunting his ass this episode. Kind of devil on your shoulder in a way. Hidden voice, all that good stuff. Looking left and right. And that makes sense because, obviously, in comparison to the Subaru that we know, this Nubaru has just killed his first person for the first time ever in his technically existence, right? So naturally, somebody who hasn't spent that much time dealing with death would, probably develop even worse reactions to it, knowing that he is the victim, or not victim, the cause of the death, right? So interesting stuff there. We get to he's talking to Subaru and all that good stuff, and then the crew gets summoned to the archive on the 3rd floor by Ram, and they get there, and Beatrice, Subaru's like, what's going on? That good stuff. Beatrice like, yo, take a look, and it's fucking Meilei's book. So I'm like, oh shit, chat, it's about to get real. So obviously with Subaru being one of the few people who can read this, the natural course of action is that Subaru has to take charge, right? The one who's guilty taking charge equals immediately kind of kills a lot of the suspicion as to what may have happened off rip, right? It's a smart little play on classic detective stuff and all that good stuff. I do like that as well. Interestingly enough, when Charlotte comes in, she calls Meili like number 2 and all that good stuff. So I do kind of wonder if that's just like how she is just kind of keeping up with everybody. You know what I mean? Like number 1, number 2, number 3. If there's a reason behind that.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. It's because she calls Beatrice runt number 1 and Meili is runt number 2.
Oh, okay. So it's not for everybody. It's just those 2.
Yeah. I don't really know if the anime has showed that much. I'm not sure.
I don't. She may have shit like runt number 1 back when they were first talking. When Beatrice cooked her, but I can't remember. You know what I mean? I can't remember. Yo, you're the I will not wait guy. Is that true, Austin?
God, they're just calling me Axe Guy, bro. Don't worry about it.
So yeah, the criminal's playing it cool again, like that. Just kind of keeping it cool. Subaru, I know he's trying to hold on to the best of his ability. And then we get Meilei's story. So, interesting stuff with Meili here this week. Again, she was immediately abandoned at birth. She had no light in her eyes when the Maybes found her. It picked her up and it raised her. Slowly but surely, she was able to survive and, hang out there with the boys, pretty much, boys and the girls, all that good stuff. Just a sad situation for her, looking at how things, started out for her. And then Elsa, big sis, pulls up, knocks the shit out of her, and she's like, yo, I'm taking you home, gang. So, that was tough. You know what I mean? I did like how Meili had this nickname of Queen of the Beast. I thought that was cool. Like like a tiny person that
Mhm.
kind of have like that little, little cool little title. So that was cool. Elsa and Arena, I guess stuff. Very feral child, I will say. To be expected, of course, considering her first probably real meal was, or real meal in the wilderness was flesh. But then what tripped me out was Capella was in the episode. And she was associated with Elsa too at a point in their time. You know, wow, just I wasn't expecting to see Capella today at all. And I think that Capella, of course, once again has lived up to her role as Sin Archbishop as Lust and Desire. Considering that Meili at the time of her abandonment in the wilderness was essentially an empty shell, looking at last week's title, I guess stuff. Capella pretty much took that empty shell and filled it with quote unquote reasons to love her. You know what I mean? And she tortured her by turning her into all sorts of beasts just left and right. And man, I mean, that was, whew, that was
It's fucked up, man.
that was fucked up. That was loaded. I was loaded, you know what I mean? And I was quite surprised to see Capella, around and having that much influence in Meili's life. I mean, no wonder she got raised as an assassin. I sincerely doubt that it could have just been something Elsa could have done by herself. So to see that Capella was also a major player into her story was, I mean, the world, it's a small world, you know what I mean, chat? Small world in a way. I wouldn't have expected that to happen to Meili. You know what I mean? That it's just it's a trip. It's a trip. But the thing is, hold on. Well, the thing with Capella, is that she can shapeshift. So I don't know how you haven't caught up with the fact that she's at.
Oh.
You know,
bro.
Chat. You are truly y'all are a bunch of funny people today, chat. Y'all are a bunch of funny motherfuckers today. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. That was a good one, Buffy. Meili's one of my favorite characters, man. I wish she didn't die and could have been rehabilitated and helped to grow. Wait, so is she fried for real? Like, is she like not coming back at all? Like,
Who can say?
oh, that's a core fucking 2 thing, man. Gosh damn it. No, I need answers. Well, for the time being, she's fucking fried. So we'll take it. I hope that if she's gonna come back, you know what I mean. Yo, Subaru's gotta kick the bucket ASAP, man. She will be replaced by Schultz soon enough. All right. Well, I don't think people can come back to life. You know what I mean. Return by death, reset, chat. You know what I mean. I laughed my ass out, but we saw a little bit of Gusteco, I think. Did we? In the flashback?
I think that's the implication, yeah. I mean, it was snowing.
Oh, okay. People die when they... Yo, don't hit me with that fake quote. Stop it.
Yes.
Stop it. Meili got Pac-Man. You saw her book. I mean, true, but, like, return by death. You know what I mean? And return by death, I'm sure... What do you mean, what's that? We know what return by death is.
What is that?
It's Subaru's ability, bro. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean?
That guy doesn't have an ability. What are you talking about?
Alright, you're trolling.
Isn't it that guy who got, like, his ass beat in the Royal Capitol? You tell me that guy has an ability?
Okay. Right. Don't break the taboo, Jordan. What? Jordan, you ever watched Jobless Reincarnation? I have. I sure have. I absolutely have. Jordan, stop 3 crafting, you shifto.
Got nothing else to say about that?
I'm afraid to say anymore. I know what territory I'm in, all right? There's like two Sniper is at me right now. If I say anything positive or it has to be negative only. I know. Yes, we can save her unless the checkpoint updates. That's what I'm saying. Somebody's gotta off this guy quick. But yeah, chat. Hell of a backstory. I mean, it was rough. Now we get to. So here's the thing, chat. So I want to take this slow because I want to make sure that I understand everything here because this part gets a little dicey here. So Meili obviously is a character that has been filled with not only a false like a twisted sense of emotions, but even then she still doesn't really understand those emotions, right? We had like, what does it mean to hate? What does it mean to feel sad and all that good stuff, right? She doesn't necessarily know. She's been clearly just shadowing Elsa her entire life, and obviously that's somebody that doesn't necessarily show a bunch of emotions either. So we get to the point where she's like, if Elsa told her to die and that was called teaching, she would do it. But then she's like, I don't want that. So clearly, Meili is in this position to find her. I don't know if I would simply want to say just find her emotions. I want to go farther and say that she's in this position to find her reason to live. You know what I mean? That's what I think this may be going. Beyond the desensitized origin that she started with. And then, of course, Subaru comes into the basement. That's leading into the early events of episode 1 of this season when they recruited Meili. And then we go to the tower and all that good stuff. So we go to the tower and Meili's like, I at least want some answers. Now, I assume when she said that is basically her saying, I at least want some answers as to what do these emotions that I've been pondering about mean, right? And so she goes to the library and she sees Subaru there. And at first, Subaru's like, hey, what you doing here? I'm reading too. Don't hang around too late. Get some sleep, kiddo. And then she comes back after she tries to kind of wait it out and all that good stuff. And when, Jordan, did you see that when Capella was transforming Meili, that for a second she transformed her? Chat, give me one more joke and I will. No, man, she didn't. That didn't happen.
Okay.
That did not happen. I'm gonna rewatch that scene just to be sure, though. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold on. So I see a roach. Hold on. Let me see here. So she transforms. She touches Meili. Yeah, but that ain't no fucking show, man. Like, you guys are crazy, man. Stop it. What's wrong with you? Don't be normal. Please. Goodness gracious. Jordan, okay, pink hair. Okay, Jordan, they're hating on our favorite show. Bro, do something. Dog, I value my life, man. We're gonna have to just take this bullet, man. I'm not gonna lie. Do you want to pay me to kill him for you, Jordan? Ooh, Caper, that is tempting. I'm not gonna lie. That's very tempting. Bro, actually, look, bro, I gotta make sure, bro, because if I miss something, you guys are gonna hit me with a LARPer gun. Alright? Oh my god. Goodness gracious. So when Meili comes back to the library, right? Subaru is on the ground, he's reading, and then he's like, don't flirt with me. And I'm like, and I had to pause. I was like, what? Like, what do you mean by that? And then he goes on to say like all these things, and he's like, like drop the little act, you doll and all that good stuff. And he's like, maybe if you just, take a chance and just see yourself more, you come to realize what you really want, real desires. And then the way Subaru, not only the way that he turns his head, right? But that short little cut where he gets up off the ground. He like turns his head first and then his body follows. You know what I mean? Dude, that is Petalgeese influence 1,000,000,000%. This whole interaction is Petalgeese influence 1,000,000,000%. And it's fucking crazy. And I genuinely am so curious as to why it's peering out so hard with this situation. What is causing it is a lack of self, right? Is a lack of identity and a lack of, you know what I mean? Like, is that like what it takes to keep the Sin Archbishop's personality from encroaching on your main personality? You know what I mean? If you start questioning yourself, your sense of self and your existence, does your body start to slowly get filled with more of the Archbishop's presence, and it starts to take over, because there's no other reason why I can imagine he started acting like this. It was just Pedal Geese, 100%. You know what I mean? I mean, it was crazy. You know what I mean? Jordan Pedal Geese is dead. I mean, I know that, but like, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God, Chad. You know what I mean? The factor inside of him. You know what I mean? Like, was that like taking over him this week? And it was just so creepy. I mean, the way he sniffed her hair, and then she like disgusted, and then she was like at peace. I was like, bro, like, what is happening here, bro? Like, what is going on? Like, I'm so confused. And then it's such a weird scene, you know what I mean? And then so now we got context as to what Subaru, what she meant when she was like, how seriously should I take what you said yesterday? And then he's like, oh, this is not the place for it. Let's go over here. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was kind of looking. I was like, to pay, like, where are you going with this? You know, I won't lie with y'all. I will not lie with y'all. I mean, the way it was going down, I was like, bro, like, to pay, like, don't make this. You know, please don't be weird about this. But nah, he fucking killed her, bro. And I was like, oh shit, okay, well, this is how things.
I think killing her is pretty weird too, man. Like,
I mean, yeah, that's worse.
probably
Infinitely worse.
For that.
Yeah, that 100%. It was definitely rough, man. And then he was saying how, like, you know, like, asking those questions is like, you know, it's not part of the contract, you know, not part of the, you know, what did he say specifically? I didn't write down his specific line, chat. But it was like, you know, it's basically a no-no. You know what I mean? You can't do it. What did he say?
I have it for you if you want.
Against the rules. Against the rules. It was against the rules, chat. That's what he said on the episode.
This is what it is verbatim in the light novel. He says, "This time you're out on a rule infraction, but I'm looking forward to bigger things from you next time. Do your best just like every other time."
Oh, man. Okay, so that means that she will maybe come back, or hopefully come back with Return by Death. Okay, that's good. But he fucking killed her. And at that point, that's when he gets kind of kicked on out. You know what I mean? He's kicked on out of the book. He's tweaking, spazzing. You know, now he knows that it was 100% something else inside of him that killed him. Hold on, let me take a moment here and read chat. What are you talking about? It was clear. There's the thing of there's this thing of the past personalities taking over your body when you absorb their witch factor, like Pedal Geese here. But notice how Pride is missing. What if there is another personality? Garkar. Like, what? Garkar. You're supposed to be better than Jet. My God. Dude. Oh my God.
There's a lot of theories as to what's going on here from what I've seen. I see people say, like you, say it's Pedal Juice. I see people say, oh, maybe it's Regulus. There's some people that think it's like Flugel entering Subaru for some reason.
Interesting. Flugel.
Yeah.
Why Flugel? We don't know anything about him to make him come on.
I don't know. That's just what people just like to talk about him, I think. That's about it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there we go. Jordan, would you have preferred if Subaru did something else? I would have preferred if he, like, just, I don't know, had like a conversation with her and didn't do anything else, and maybe gave more details or something. I don't know. Killing her was not cool, man. She just wanted to find some answers.
Killing people,
maybe get her reason to live. She fucking killed her, man.
Killing people is kind of fucked up.
Kind of fucked up, man. Kind of fucked up. You know, I thought they're gonna have like some twisted conversation about like killing everybody or something like that. You know what I mean? That's what I kind of thought was gonna happen. But yeah, Jordan Pedal Geese has his lines like, "You're slothful, my brain trembles." Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I'm not saying like, okay, and that's why I say like influence. You know what I mean? Like Pedal Geese hasn't taken over completely yet. You know what I mean? Like these little blips in time where that personality takes over. You know what I mean? Like, and granted, of course, personality, right? It technically would mean those lines that you inherit, that you're talking about too, right?
I mean,
however, I would argue that like Subaru is still like, you know, like he's still there. You know what I mean?
At the end of season 3, what did Sirius say, right?
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's true too. Like she sensed him in Subaru too. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm talking about, chat. Like, you know, when I say influence, I'm not talking about like how Pedal Geese's personality takes like 100% hold on Subaru, but it's just like little things, you know, like attitude, the way you talk, the way you approach people, you know, like you, there's nobody else in this series that has displayed the way that Subaru talked to Meili at the first part in the library than Pedal Geese. You know, that's the closest to how anybody would ever talk to somebody like that. You know, Sirius maybe too, but obviously Subaru didn't kill Sirius, nor do we actually even fully know if she lived too, so she's not dead. So it's not like, and even then, Priscilla would have been the one to inherit her factor if that was the case. You know what I mean? So it's not like anybody else that we know of right now that can talk as Twisted in that particular manner with such like a very unsettling face that just is seeking something deeper at the same time. You know, it's something that only Pedal Geese is really known for. You know what I mean? Yeah. So again, that's just my take on it. Of course, you know, Roswaal. Okay, that is true, but I don't know. Roswaal isn't like sniffing hair though. You know what I mean? Like that's like some Pedal Geese shit. You know what I mean? Like respectfully, of course, but you know.
Wait, I figured it out.
Jordan?
Subaru started talking about killing to answer his problems. Deku is for sure the one taking over. That's something to think about.
My lawyer has advised me not to speak on that. I will get in touch with Mr. Hinokami J very soon about that statement.
Okay.
Very professional statement. Yeah, I just wasn't prepared for that at all. Jordan, you should rewatch this scene and compare it to the sum from season 3. You might find some similarities between it and. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. Pedal Geese died though. Yeah, I know. Okay, I can't tell if you guys are like fucking with me or like trolling me. Like, can you guys engage with me seriously? At least when I'm going down my notes, bro. Please. I don't know. I don't know, bro. This is literally like, bro, you guys just put me in like a blunt rotation of like fucking with me, bro. Like, please, bro, please. I don't know.
Ping ponged between Pedal Juice died though and like Schultz references, bro. You're getting fucking
like, bro.
Dude.
Interestingly, the quote "murder is a habit" noted to be from the mystery novelist Hercule.
I know. When you got to the name,
Poirot.
You started to like read a little bit slower because you really thought he was gonna bust out Schultz, didn't you?
Dude, I was like, hey, it's coming, man. It fucking hit me. Like, dude. Oh my gosh, man. Sorry, we're trying to match your level of LARP. Yo, okay. All right. Taipei has said that in initial drafts of the story, Schultz's name was originally Poirot. Is that it? Poirot? That's kind of cool. Sounds like Ponyo adjacent, you know what I mean? Poirot Ponyo. It's Hoshin of the Waste. Okay. All right. Shout out to all the LARPers out there. I think I figured it out. At the end, Subaru wants to choke out Ram, and we know that she has pink hair. Forget it, man. Like this is shit I'm talking about. Can you guys stop, please, bro. Just stop, please. What did I do? And somebody answer me, bro. I literally have gone to work and dealt with people all day, and I have to come back in and get on my second shift to deal with you people. Like, bro, I'm trying to make sure I read you guys' comments. And you guys are just fucking with me, bro. Like, dude, just paint me rainbow or something, bro. Like, just Jesus. Oh my god, man. Oh my god, bro. Oh man.
You're just like Subaru right now. Subaru wondering like what he did to deserve like being here.
Like, what did I do?
Like,
bro?
if he was
what
like a bad son, so like he's like in the tower now. This is you right now, bro.
Like, dude, what the fuck did I do? Please, man. When going over the, fuck you, Gark. I'm not even that. I know you're trolling me. Like, nah, bro. I'm just nah, bro. Nah, bro. Just forget it, bro. But
just keep going.
I'm going, man. So we come back out. And let me just say, Meili's presence in this episode as like this ghost that is haunting him for his crimes is fucking excellent. I think this episode in particular has some of the best drawings, and it's interesting because we had some really good drawings last week, man. Like, we had some really fucking good drawings, but like this episode, like there was like a certain Shala drawing that was really nice. There was every single scene of Meili in the second half was just really sharp. The way her facial expressions would be, it was smug, it almost looks like teasing, and like not like the teasing like, you know, how anime fans, you know, get a kick out of, but like the teasing as like, you know, we're gonna make sure I'm reminding you that like you're a piece of shit, bad person kind of teasing. And all the up close shots were just like just to show the like just how close that trauma looms next to him, man. I mean, it was really fucking amazing, man. I was really impressed with Mei Li's presence this episode. I kind of want to hear. I do want to ask Campbell tomorrow and be like, you know, like how the ADs kind of approach Mei Li this week? Was she like, you know, brought up as like, you know, somebody that really should get the kind of love to kind of depict all her various showcases of her haunting Subaru? I mean, it was amazing this week. I really liked all the facial expressions from Mei Li this week, chat. When I got on Twitter after the episode, I saw just Mei Li after Mei Li after Mei Li. I mean, it was fantastic.
Availing donates $10. Says Jordan, he's behind you. Look.
I don't want to look, bro. I don't want to look, dude. He's gonna be right there. Oh man, don't do this, chat, please. Availing, don't do this to me.
Is someone there?
Please. There might be. I'm afraid to look. I'm not gonna lie. My eyes are closed.
What are you afraid of?
Dude, what isn't there to be afraid of, man?
I don't know, man.
It's always something. I'm sure, man. I'm sure.
Life is good.
Sure. Oh, I'm sorry, chat. Not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Next week. My bad, chat. My bad. Next week. Not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Too. I'm thinking ahead of schedule.
This show would be so much simpler if this was like 11 days in a row, bro, instead of like 11 weeks.
I know, right? we would have been wrapped up, man. I would have had to skip 2 weeks of the gym, but wait, that's the whole core right there, baby. Jordan has a Schultz ghost just like the Mei Li ghost. Yeah, because you guys put him there. But yeah, I like this insane showcase of just this haunting spirit. And so my thing is now is like, does Shala know? Like Shala plays it kind of coy, but like, I don't know, the way she looked at him and then she was like, don't worry, master. Like, you know, I know. And she kind of just like walked off after she got told to go search, bro. I don't know, man. There's some layers to this girl. Like, she's a lot smarter than she may give herself credit for.
Danger says, I don't know if it was already mentioned, but Shinohara mentioned that Mei Li's VA went all out this week at least. I'm sure they gave extra attention to her AD work too. I didn't know about that. It's fun.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Okay, yeah, I'm sure they were. I just want to see if Hamill will be like, yeah, we talked about it. You know what I mean? And yeah. You know, to kind of match that energy from her to kind of, you know, but yeah, I mean, it was really good, really good stuff with Mei Li. I mean, every damn scene was just really good from her this week, especially the ones post flashback. But yeah, so my question now is like, you know, does Shala know? You know what I mean? I have a feeling that Shala may know something, but as long as it's the master and she doesn't like fighting, so she'll probably just play it cool. You know what I mean? Curious to know if that'll come back. Who knows? Even if she did know in this current loop, it won't matter if it resets. So we'll see. Or maybe it's a consistent thing in all loops, you know, because maybe, you know, she detects something inside of Subaru that recognizes him as her master. But maybe right now, ever since it's been Nubru, maybe there's something different that she's noticed about him that isn't there anymore.
Shala did not give a fuck about the child dying. Truly Israeli in spirit.
You see what I mean? You see? Hey! Y'all know that one Shannon Sharp gif where he's you know, he just points towards the screen. You know, that's me. Hey! I told y'all. Thinking then I was ahead of the curve. But yeah, man. You know, it's something else to keep an eye on about, whether or not she knows or not. And then so after that, you know, Subaru's tweaking left and right. Obviously, Mei Li's beating his fucking ass with a 101 hit combo mentally, and so Beatrice is like, "You need to go lay down. Go to the green room." And you know, I like how he's kind of questioning all his emotions at this point. You know, they're like, "Why do they love me?" You know, like, you know, just everything, every little simple emotion that he has had towards these people is coming under question. And again, you know, I think this is just ReZero's way of saying, in order to build him back up, you got to break him fucking down. And when you break him down at ReZero, you got to do every little thing, especially when it comes to your main character, to ensure that there is just this really uplifting moment to restore him back to normal when it finally is time to do so. So again, good stuff there of just showing just how far Subaru has just been taken down this season, in this particular half. You know, you know, he's with Beatrice, and you see the dark thoughts clouding there too about how he's reaching. You know, he looks at her neck, and that's just crazy to me in particular. How like, man, this man Subaru and choking is just crazy, bro. Like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, but like Subaru low key kind of strong too. But like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, he really just be choking people. It's crazy. Like no bullshit, shot. Like, anybody else think about that? Like, man, like all these people, you know, in this magical world, and they really be getting choked out by like a fucking high school dropout, bro. Like, it's just crazy. It's genuinely just crazy. Genuinely crazy, bro. Like, I don't know. It made me think. I'm like, damn, like Melee, you are a whole assassin, but like, he really just be bodying you. Like, that's crazy. But in a moment of like seriousness here, because I feel like I need to just approach this topic with utmost like respect, of course. The scene with Beatrice talking about Subaru's self-harm was a very surprising detail this week. I talked to DZ a little bit on the timeline, Asa, and he had shown me that apparently somebody said that this was a detail cut out back in Arc 2.
It might have been. I haven't watched Arc 2 in a while. I'm not sure.
That's
what was supposed to be in Arc 2. Yeah, I mean, if you really think about it, like, yeah, the Arc 2 scene that DZ's talking about is kind of explicit because it's like literally Subaru cutting himself. But I also think that Subaru's self-harm manifests in a lot of ways throughout the series. It's just that like it's in a lot more spectacle or I guess grandiose ways that people don't often associate with self-harm.
Right. No, absolutely. I mean, I mean, you know, when you, man, I mean, this scene just really just sat with me because, you know, when you think about traumatic stuff and the idea of coping, you know what I mean? Obviously, Subaru has been through a whole lot, you know what I mean? And obviously, I know at this point, you know, he's got it together to a certain degree when it comes to him dying and returned by death. But I would have just never imagined him developing a self-harm habit because he's had to kill himself so many times before that sometimes, you know, it just may feel like it's instinct to do so. Or maybe just the thoughts, you know, I mean, whatever the case may be that has caused him to...
I think I'm so glad it was left in because I think it's a really big scene. Even though maybe the anime maybe doesn't give it the attention that it needed, in my opinion, but like, I think it's a really big deal.
Yeah,
especially,
no,
like,
yeah.
When you think about, you know, him and Betty have been together for the past year, and she mentions it offhandedly. Like, he's been doing this consistent, like, scratching at his own wrist for the past year.
Right. And that's just, dude. I mean, again, when you see it, when I go back to my comment earlier or not earlier, but a few episodes ago, back in the beginning of Core 1 or beginning of this Core, I think episode 3 in particular, when I mentioned how like Subaru, you know, in the world of ReZero, it's fucking nuts, right? You have all these people, different backgrounds. They're much more volatile than we see them on a weekly basis with this story. And episode 3 was a testament to that, about how under the right pressure and circumstances, they could literally kill each other and it will be what it be. You know what I mean? It's just so interesting how this one person that is able to bring all these personalities that would never, ever be together on a normal basis has this ability, or not ability, this tendency to harm himself beyond closed doors. And it's interesting how this is a detail that Emilia obviously wouldn't know about because this is something that apparently he does in his sleep more often. And Beatrice obviously stays with him more, you know, when he sleep for the mana and just the connection and all that good stuff. And it's just, I mean, it really like caught me off guard when I first saw it. Not necessarily in a bad way or anything, but it's just like, you know, it just really makes, it's heavy, man. You know, it's heavy. Because again, you know, I don't think ReZero, like, I don't know, we don't really talk about Subaru and Cope these days. We talk about just Subaru just fucking thugging it out and handling business. You know what I mean? You go back to season 2, and he's like, you know, I know hell and all that good stuff, and he makes it work no matter how messed up it gets. But you know, I just never would have thought that it would develop the way it did.
Garkar says, I'm not familiar, but I heard Nearly on Red didn't pay it much mind because, quote, if it was actually a habit he had, they would have talked about it before, end quote. I know what you're talking about. Someone in the Discord brought that up. I just don't think that's a good way to look at it. And I don't even like. Obviously, the scratching of his own wrists is pretty explicit. Um, but I think that like Subaru has been self-harming the whole series. It's just not in the, like I said, it's not in the way that people would expect one to self-harm. Like every action that he takes, or that he like, effectively the way he utilizes Return by Death is self-harming in some way. But obviously, like the cutting your wrist thing is more personal, because it's something a lot of people do. It's something a lot of people have experienced. Whereas people can't throw themselves off a cliff and kill themselves and come back. You know what I mean.
Right.
But yeah, it has been a thing for a while. Not even talking about the way he uses his power. In Arc 2, to stay awake at night, back when he was trying to like stay up all night, Jordan, because he died in his sleep or whatever.
Right.
The way he stayed up in the novels is he was cutting himself to stay awake.
Oh man. I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? Because they didn't have
Yeah.
like little shock stuff to keep your brain functional. I guess so.
And
Yeah.
with like the sentiment of itself, if it was actually a habit, he would have talked about it before. I don't think that's a good way to look at it either, because this is supposed to be the reveal of it. Now, the
Right.
novels go into it a little bit more than the anime did, but like, you're not supposed to know that he has a habit of cutting his wrists until right now. So that's just like it's a weird way to approach it, I guess.
Right. Right. It's definitely just something I just I sat on that one. I was like, man, like that is a really, really just tender scene between them two, and how she doesn't even like judge or anything like that. She just heals it. And apparently it's just to make sure that Amelia doesn't worry either, that when they see, again, dude, I'm telling you, bro, like I hope Beatrice makes it to the end of the series safely, bro. Like there's never been there's never necessarily been like a thing where I feel like she wouldn't make it. But it's just like these moments right here make me want to see her make it to the end no matter what. I don't know what the final arc of ReZero would be, what ultimatum conflict, if there's ever any sacrifice, but man, please, man, because these types of moments you don't get these days, man. You really don't. You really just don't, man.
Also,
You know?
something I think that is really important about the self-harm scene, which first of all, Jordan, there was a cut at the start of the episode that I think
Fuck.
is sad, because I think it would have played really well into the self-harm reveal here. First of all, here, let me get the exact text just so I don't fuck it up. Yeah. So, while freaking out about Natsuki Subaru killing Meili, we see Nubru also self-harming. He digs his fingernails into his arm, the dark flesh tore, and a drop of red blood welled up like a teardrop. The stabbing pain and the color of fresh blood were proof that he was himself. And now the reason why I think this was important to keep in the episode is because when Nubru hears that from Beatrice, Subaru cutting himself is kind of like a normal thing. To me, that seems like the first link for Nubru to the real, like, to this Natsuki Subaru that people, or that he thinks people are, like, talking about, right?
Right.
This
right.
monstrous, this distant person that he can't relate to at all. Oh, now there is a way for him to relate to, because they both hurt themselves.
Right. And that, I mean, yeah, that's fucking dark, man, when you put it
Yeah.
like that. You know what I mean? The one connection that they share is through harm, and it plays into this theme about how Subaru needs to take care of himself. You know what I mean?
I
It
think
really
I think
does.
that was an important thing to keep in the episode. So that being said, is gone. I'm glad that we got the self harm at all, because if I'm being honest with you, that was like the top of my list of things that weren't gonna make it. But
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, hey, I'm not sure, what regulate. Yeah, no, yeah, I'm not sure how, if any conversation in the staff room was brought up about that, and whether or not they wanted to, remove it or keep it. But if it, hey, I'm glad. I'm really
yeah,
glad. I thought that was a really good scene. And there's probably a lot more layers that Beatrice sees of Subaru that hopefully the anime will portray over time. Maybe this is kind of the peak of just that harmful hidden side that we see, and then maybe there's more positive sides that only Beatrice sees. You know what I mean? But again, these types of moments can only exist because of what Teppei has set up, and this is why Choose Me is the GOAT. But I digress. Again, I love stuff like this. Just moments of just when nobody's looking, this is who we are together. You know what I mean? It's fucked up that in that moment he's thinking about choking her, but
Yeah, he's a little bit
I'm
cooked.
gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go before I,
He's
shift
a little
my
bit cooked.
allegations. Yeah, just a little bit. He's looking at that neck a little too intently. Like, bro, please don't do it. Not her. Anybody but her. That's literally your daughter, bro. Come on, be for real. What's everybody saying? Nor? What is Nor? What's Nor?
He's a YouTuber, Nearly on Red.
Oh, what about him? Is Nor interpreted Beatrice's comment as
He was
Subaru
the
being reckless?
guy that like initiated this conversation. Basically, apparently he interpreted like the self harm thing as not self harm, and he just said like, oh, he was just like is reckless or whatever.
Oh no, I can't.
And he said,
unfortunately.
allegedly, people in my Discord said it, so maybe they're lying. I don't know, but apparently he said if it was actually a habit he had, they would have talked about it before. So that's his interpretation.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of things that exist that they would talk about before if they could, but they didn't for reasons.
Yeah,
That's
It's
such
just
as the
like,
way the light novel adaptation. You know what I mean?
it's not a good way to approach like you said, a light novel adaptation. I don't think.
Yeah. It's like, man, like this series is among all of them lives and breathes cuts of both major and small. You
Yeah.
really can't put anything past it, man. Like really. He's normally a very thoughtful analyzer, but he was weirdly dismissive on this one. But I don't think he came from a bad place. I mean, yeah,
The hidden lore is that Nearly on Red is also an anime only, like you, except Nearly on Red's stance is like he never wants to hear anything about any cut content or anything outside of the anime anyway, and I think his position is like, if it's not, this might be misrepresenting it by accident. It's like something akin to like if it's not in the anime, then like it wasn't that big of a deal or something. That might be not exactly what he thinks, but I remember something like that.
Okay. So basically, if what I don't know won't hurt me, kind of. Yeah, somewhere in that realm. I mean, I understand. You know what I mean? I understand. There's plenty of people who are kind of just like, I know their stuff cut, but let me just roll with what I got in front of me because that's the only thing I can work with.
Which is fine.
I get it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like if he was just like, I just don't want to know it's not in the anime, that's fair. The way he approaches it is just kind of weird.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. I mean, again, the average anime only, the only thing they can do is rely on the anime. They're not going to go out their way and look for cut content. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. That's literally just how it is. You know what I mean? It's the ones that just kind of go a tier above and like want to see what is and isn't there to bridge that gap of knowledge. You know what I mean? That's just where we are with anime adaptations of light novels and all that good stuff.
Everything I've seen about Nearly on Red though, he seems like a smart fella and not a fart smeller. So
Yeah.
like I'm not like hating on him or anything. I just think it's a strange take, but what can you do?
Yeah, I get it. Such as the sea of various interpretations. You know what I mean? It's not that he doesn't think it's unimportant. I think the short of it is just that he treats the anime as its own thing, separate from the source, like Pyro said. I mean, I get that, but like, how? I mean,
I've already spoken about like that, not in like within the context of Nearly on Red or anything. I've already spoken about that take and how like, on one hand I do understand why people feel that way, but also on the other hand, this is an adaptation of a story. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm like how much can you consider it not like? You know what I mean? It's like. I get it because I get it, but at the same time, it's like at the end of the day, what you're watching still comes from that thing, whether you like it or not, and whether they adapt certain things or not is an entirely different story. You know what I mean? I don't know. You can always you can only take light novel adaptations as they come, the same as how we can take any adaptation as it comes. It's just light novels have like that extra layer of conversation because anime runtime is the biggest final boss of light novels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you just have to roll with the reality of the situation.
I think he also doesn't want his perspective being colored knowing about novel content. See, that's also very fair. But I think the blind spot for Nearly on Reddit and people like him, he streams on YouTube. So he's got a chat. So I have seen screenshots from like 15 different people who have sent them to me about people very obviously LARPing about being anime onlys in his chat. So
oh, they're going in there and be like, Hey, what you
Yeah.
think about this and this and that? Oh man, that's annoying. That's annoying. Hmm.
So like,
Ugh.
it's not that I don't like respect. It's not that like I don't respect Nor or like his feeling about it. That's fine. You know, he seems like a cool guy. Seems like a smart guy. I feel like if you want to insulate yourself that hard from the source material, you can't even look at chat, dude.
Yeah, because folks gonna come in there and just say what they want to say, do what they want to do. But yeah, actually, he streams on Twitch.
Yeah, man. Fair enough.
But yeah, chat. That was a good scene. And Subaru, you know, he takes a little rest there. I do like again, Meili is there, and she's like, "Hey, you know, you ever heard this phrase? You know, murder is a bad habit. You know what I mean, and how it means to keep on murdering to solve a problem once you use it to solve the first problem. So you know, you get this idea of just like a continuous streak about to go down. You know what I mean? In the back of your head. Again, Meili's presence in these scenes are just insane, man. I mean, literally every little thing it's just so entertaining how this ghost is just haunting Subaru. I mean, it's just interesting how ReZero has just pivoted really hard into like harder than usual into the psychological depictions this season has just been astronomically good. It really just kind of gives you. I mean, I just think the direction with these psychological aspects have been really good. Very, very twist and turny. Very, it keeps you on your damn toes, man. You just don't know until you know, man. That's the best part. So yeah, Jordan, he's right there. What do you mean he's right there? Wait, hold on, I'm delayed again. What do you mean? Hold on, if I click live right now, he's not even there. Shut up, Ava. Damn.
Yeah, dude.
I know. Fuck. But then we get to the end of the episode. So Subaru's going to go check on Meili's body. We see our favorite vegetarian dinosaur sit there, kind of stare at him. He's like, you know, hey, keep it down. I'm heading out for a little bit. And then he gets to the room. Body's not there. And I swear I fucking like creamed a little bit because Ram was like, yo, what you doing?
She pulled up, dude.
Dude, Ram, and I was like, Ram fucking knows. And then I saw that she was using her power to look through the trash, bro. Dude, that fucking play was huge, bro. That play was huge, man. Like, that play is fucking huge. I respect it. Like, I didn't even realize that she would be just doing that just so casually. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a smart way to kind of keep an eye on him. You know what I mean? And the way she's like just putting her finger, she's like just be silent. You know what I mean? Like, or maybe is she looking through him, or maybe when she was like,
she was looking through Potrosh, and then she saw him do she saw him do like the shush motion to Potrosh.
Oh, okay,
so
right. Okay. So I'm not tripping. Okay, I was making sure. But dude, that clairvoyant that clairvoyance IQ play, fucking monumental. Oh my god, I was like, dude, this is crazy, bro. Like, she actually caught them red-handed, and then she starts to look, and Subaru starts looking at her again, and he's getting that itch to kill. And then I love how the episode plays the two VAs as the title drop for the end of the episode. Man, I like how Meili had half of it and Subaru had half of it. You know, when he was like, murder is a bad habit, and then Meili does is a bad habit part, and like how her part is kind of like shaking a little bit in the end. Like, bro, that was, I mean, dude, what can you do, man? What can you do, man? What can you do?
Good episode.
It's peak. Dude, that episode was gas, man. I really do not see how we wrap up next week, man. Like, what is going on, man? What is going on? Like what do we do next week, man? What do we do? How does this end? Like what's gonna happen? Like, does Subaru like try to kill Ram and then Ram fucking one shots him, bro? Like, I just don't know, man. Like next week, man. For Hamill to want to come by, this episode has to like rustle my jimmies, bro. Like I might need to go to like a private room next week, man, and like get ready to scream, bro. Like it's about. I might need to take off work next Wednesday, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like I might just have to do that. I'm not gonna lie with you.
Damn.
I might just do it. I might just do it. I might just put in my time off for next Wednesday to tomorrow, and just
I really
be
like
there on time.
I really like the concept of like the content of this episode where it's like you can never truly know the inner workings of people's hearts. You can never truly know
Yep.
how they feel, you can never truly know what they think. But there is one way because of the place that they're in, which is so crazy, dude.
Yep, and they're all confined to this one
Yeah.
area, so they can be traced, they can be tracked. Jordan, you don't want to watch it in the office. All I'm gonna say is it's true, Asa. Knowing what you knowing
yeah,
what
sure.
you think, or are you serious?
I guess, yeah.
Well, you know what? That technically, chat. I wouldn't want to watch ReZero in the office at all, anyway. So I don't know. I might take off though. I might take off. That way we can kind of start a little bit earlier, because that way I'm sure Hamill's gonna have some things to say. Questions from chat might, keep things longer. So we start earlier. That might be beneficial. So I'll see chat. I might put it in for it tomorrow. See if they'll let me take off next Wednesday. I mean, fuck me. Yeah, next week. Next week. I'll put in my time off request tomorrow for next Wednesday. And we'll see what happens. We'll see if my boss will be like, yeah, sure, go ahead and have some fun, man. But yeah, chat.
You ready for cut stuff?
I am. Let me get my notepad.
The list is not very long.
Okay.
I'm also just gonna read to you narration I like to. This was cut narration when Emilia like put his hand on her chest. A feeling of warmth overtakes him. She isn't mad, nor will she be disappointed. A deep, powerful shame welled in his head. After everything she had done, after he said something so horrible, she was still so kind. What was the point of suspecting her, of recklessly trying to hurt her? Nubaru wonders, is there really someone trying to kill me? What if my dying was just an accident? What if it wasn't intentional? What if there wasn't anyone bad in the tower? What if the darkest, ugliest, most dangerous person there was Natsuki Subaru and Natsuki Subaru alone? The foolish visitor from a distant land who wasn't supposed to be there in the first place.
See, yeah, that goes into my questioning every little feeling. Every little feeling.
Obviously, just like in the episode, Ram pulls up, is like, guys, you gotta go to the library. And then he, the Melee Port Route book. Obviously in the novels, in the novels, it is acknowledged that Subaru can't read anymore, so someone else tells him it's Melee's book.
Oh, that's right.
A bead of sweat trickled down his back as he tensed nervously. Why was it here? Why had it appeared so quickly? Why had her book been so easily found in an ocean of them? Why did it happen when he decided to try trusting Emilia? Why was fate so merciless to him?
Ugh. You hate to see it, bro. That's unlucky, bro. But I was like, man, maybe it's not so bad. No, it's Jover. It's Jover.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm just scrolling through my... Whenever I do this for you, I always scroll through my script. But now that I'm including narration parts of it, it's a little bit more difficult, so I have to look for it.
Oh, no, you're good. I'm gonna read chat here. I would take some time off for it because this episode where.
Oh yeah, okay. So, when Subaru asks Bayako why he's so kind, or why she's so kind, he thinks, the way I felt about Elsa is the same way they feel about Natsuki Subaru. Why is that guy? Why is that brutal person? Why is that hideously sneering guy? Why is the enemy involved with Elsa's death? Why is the murderer who sneered while killing Melee? Why is the coward who tried to cover up my death? Why is he so loved? Why is it so one-sided? Jealousy burned his heart, an envy of that shining jewel he could never attain. The way to get his hands on that jewel. And that's when Melee's like, I can tell you.
Oh, okay.
The thick, black book welcomed his curiosity with horrifically open arms. There was a limit to how well people could understand each other through words alone. It was impossible to know with absolute certainty what lay in another person's heart. People hide things even from the ones they love. People lie, people have secrets. The books of the dead provide the keys. No deception, no secrets, no lies. Were the people in this tower allies or enemies? Who killed him and who was an ally? Who should be allowed to live? Could they be loved or not, hated or not?
Okay, so that's more question of whether or not can anybody who can they trust? Who can he trust?
Now, in the self-harm section, Bayako does say you scratch your hands again, it's a bad habit, but she also was like, what would you do if Emilia had seen this? And at some point, you know, it's gonna cause an issue for me too.
Yeah. Okay.
It was almost as if it was normal for him to have wounds on his arm. Her attitude made it clear those wounds she was familiar with weren't from training or fighting. She was acting like it was normal for Subaru to mutilate himself.
Well, does she know? Okay. Beatrice questioning. Oh, no, not questioning. What's the word I want to add here? Beatrice adding more concern. There we go. Okay. Got it.
So for the cuts, I already told you the Nibiru self-harming one. In the Book of the Dead, we hear about how Elsa knows how to kill more than she knows how to live, and that she's lazy about everything else. And Elsa tells Meili that she has her here, so she'll just let her take care of everything. She was imprudent, unreliable, troublesome to deal with. Someone who couldn't be let out of sight. She was not loyal to Mother. She was free, not just in how she killed, but also how she lived. When she spent time with that woman, when she was helping that undisciplined girl, she came to a misunderstanding, to thinking that she might be free too.
You hate to see it, bro. You really hate to see it, bro.
Since it's an anime, it couldn't really do this, but during the entire Meili named chapter, or like during the Book of the Dead sequence, anytime that Meili's name is said, it's just a few black squares.
Okay.
So
can you not mention the name of the dead while reading the Book of their Dead?
I'm not sure. But all I can tell you is that there were black squares instead of the name. And when Subaru comes out of the book, like when people are saying the name around him, at first, even mentions of his name were blocked out by squares. And like it slowly comes back.
Oh, that would have been a sick-ass subtitle thing if they pulled that off. Wow.
And during the mind melding, there's some cool narration that was cut. His thoughts spun wildly. Me, I, Natsuki Subaru. Me, I, Natsuki Subaru. Who, I, Meili Port Route. Who, I, Meili Port Route. The border between reality and dream blurred. They melted together, blended together, merged into each other, loved each other, hated each other, pained each other, adored each other, desired each other, killed each other, shared each other's hopes, broke each other, menaced each other, understood each other, cried together, laughed together, misunderstood each other. When they called his name, he was in the grips of working out the splinter that was the other person inside of him. He had to establish the line between himself and others. He performed a dissection, picking out the right pronouns, memories, recollections, impressions, feelings. So basically the novel just goes like way more in depth with how fucked he is in his mind.
No, yeah, I mean I mean looking at his reaction when he came out, you know, I'd say that those details check out. Heavily check out, because that man was tweaking left and right.
When the party goes to look for Meili, the three personalities in Nibiru's mind basically clash. Subaru wanted to hide the fact that he was involved in Meili's death. Subaru wanted Meili's corpse, which he had hidden, to be found. Subaru wanted to accuse the other Natsuki Subaru of killing her.
Bro's actually going insane. Personality clashes.
A cute moment also during the self-harm that you probably would have liked was when Beatrice is healing him. The healing magic swept his body, and he felt at peace. He rejected Meili's sweet temptation, before realizing he was gripping Beatrice too tightly. He apologizes for causing her so much trouble, and she tells him that he promised not to say that.
Oh, fuck, man.
The final part is there's like a chunk from the final Nibiru and Ram confrontation that didn't make it in. Shredded by her sharp gaze and voice, Subaru's heart cried out. There was a heat to her words that utterly betrayed the impression Subaru had gotten from his short time interacting with her. Grasping for any excuse he could find, he struggled in a panic to get the gears in his head spinning again. They got me, he thinks. And Ram says, I see you aren't denying being a fake. I suppose it is evidence you do at least recognize how badly you bungled your act. You didn't investigate your target well enough. You were lazy. And the final blow was her saying, the first one to notice something was off was Amelia. There should be a limit to how poorly you could play your hand. The person he thought he would be the easiest trick, it made him cry. His trampled heart was bleeding, and the agony filled his mind. Being called a fake over and over made his heart ache. A pathetic fake. That thought poured a thick, dark emotion deep into his soul. The negativity transformed into something vile, filling his heart. His knees that had been quivering quietly steadied. Instead, the depths of his eyes grew hot, lighting the fuse on those dark emotions. The end of that fuse was what people would call bloodlust.
I actually would have liked that detail would have stayed in there because I would never think about. I mean, outside of Ram tagging along him, I would have never thought about what else she may have noticed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And
The main
Amelia
thing-
catching on too.
It makes it's like a lot more clear in the novels. Every time Newbrew calls her Amelia-chan instead of Amelia-tan, she's like,
Oh, true.
Yeah.
And see, the anime has been highlighting that
Yeah.
with Amelia, but not with Ram in particular, though. I didn't not with Ram as much. Oh,
So
man.
Amelia noticed and was probably like, something weird is going on. And Ram was like, okay. And then she saw him go like, shh, to Patrash, and she was like, okay.
I'm on that ass. Jordan gets
Yeah.
to see the Iwa art now.
Which one?
What Iwa art? Is there new light novel art, dude?
No. And if it's light novel art, you don't want to see it anyway, don't worry about that.
Why not, dude? I heard that's the good stuff, man.
I don't know who told you that, but you're talking to the wrong people.
Now I've seen quite the criticism about the illustrator for the series.
Yeah.
It's interesting, man. They man. Interesting.
You don't even know the half of it, man. You don't even know the fucking half of it.
Is it like a rabbit hole of
There's a lot.
rabbit hole?
There's a lot going on.
Oh, okay.
Those things you say about Shala, that's Atsuka. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Whoa, that's
That's
wild.
crazy.
They can't be that
That's
bad, right? I mean,
crazy.
is it that bad? I mean,
Frosty hates them even more than most people do. I'm definitely not a fan of the illustrations.
Dang.
But
Oh my
Frosty has like a different level of hatred.
Jeez, man. Oh my goodness, Frosty. Gotta calm down, man. Why are you doing this? Well,
Are you excited for episode 11, man?
dude, I am. You remember? Hold on. You remember Vincent from EX5? Jordan Osuka has another work he illustrated, and he ripped Vincent's design one for one, copy and paste. Oh boy.
He is a serial copy paster, and it's like very apparent when he does it.
Oh boy. It's unfortunate.
Which is that's only some of the frustration with his illustrations.
I genuinely believe he's the worst illustrator / mangaka of all major animes. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm learning, chat. I'm learning.
I mean, no comment. I've been advised that it's probably best for me not to speak.
I am looking forward to episode 11. I really do not know how this core plans to come to a halt. I know it's going to be a cliffhanger. I'm going to get edged for 24 straight minutes, and then it's going to come to this subtle cliffhanger, and I'm not going to know what to do for the next 2 months. But
you have any predictions for episode 11? Or are you like clueless, like you have no idea what the fuck is gonna happen?
Okay, so I believe that somebody is going to interrupt the confrontation between Ram and Subaru right now. I think somebody will come and everybody's gonna chill the fuck out. Okay, start there. I think that the person who moved the body was Shala, obviously. I think she found it and then probably hid it or fed it to the worms for all I know to protect her master. That's all I fucking got. I genuinely just okay. Shooting like an insane shot here. Gluttony might show up now in this episode. I don't know how. I don't know why. Well, I mean, I know how they can, but I don't know why they are coming to the tower in particular. Outside of, well, I do know why because I assume that if, oh my god, what's her name? What's Lady Gluttony's name? Um,
Ruby?
is that, yeah, there we go, Rui. Rui, right?
Yeah.
So she's probably like a beacon, low key. If she's able to TP into somebody else's body, then she's probably like a beacon, like, hey, I'm over here, come over here, because they're over here. So the Gluttony may be on their way right now. So Gluttony may pull up outside the tower. Shala can stop being useless and actually 1v1 somebody on her level. So that'll be interesting next season. Oh, that art piece. Okay, I see what you're saying. Whoever linked me that in Discord, thank you. I did see that piece. I think I retweeted it too. Actually, funny enough, it's really pretty, man. It's really pretty art piece, man. Like Beatrice in like a little nightgown outfit with the little hoodie, bro. It's adorable, bro. It's fucking adorable, man. Yeah, I mean, outside of that, man, I don't know. The fact that this Amnesia plotline is continuing into Core 2 is genuinely very interesting. I think that's just going to set my expectations for me still not knowing where we go even in Core 2. I just don't know. I don't know how they deal with Gluttony and a lack of Subaru's memories and conquering this tower all in one arc. You know what I mean?
Do we know the name of the next episode, or is that considered a spoiler? I mean, I don't personally think like one episode ahead title is like a spoiler in most cases. Anyway, like I'm sure there could be some, but I'm not personally the type of beast that is like, no, you can't even mention the next episode title. No, it depends on the context. Like I'm sure like maybe somewhere there's an instance where I'm like, maybe don't say it. like okay, the episode 7 title probably should not have been coming out of the convenience store. There was a wondrous world. That probably shouldn't have happened. But that is actually a title I kept from Jordan too, because sometimes I send him like the staff posts. And I cut like the title out of that one.
Dude, I don't even notice actually, bro. Wait, what? You cut it out? I don't even notice, but I'm thinking that's just like the full thing.
It doesn't even matter anyway, because you watch on fucking Crunchyroll, so.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I do watch my pirated show with Crunchyroll subtitles. This is true, chat. This is true.
I don't think the title is a spoiler, man. He watches on Crunchyroll, dude. He's gonna get the title.
Yeah.
Also, like every time that you read a chapter, you see the title.
Oh, that is true. That is true. Yep. And every other episode is one of those chapters that you guys read. So
I did already tell Jordan the chapter titles for this episode off stream, but I could do it again. We have chapter 44, Medal of Blood. 45, Embrace of the Guilty. 46, Melee Port Route, which is the... I think it's the first named chapter that does not get an episode title, right?
I guess so, yeah. I think so. Unless... Yeah, I assume so. Because I'm thinking... I assume so.
I'm not exactly an anime ball knower, so maybe I'll just misremember, but I'm pretty... Yeah, okay, it is. It also covers 47, I Won't Forgive, 48, Murder Becomes a Habit, and 49, To You, The Worthless Excuse. It is an interlude in the light novel, yeah, I think.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, we also got Gorgeous Tiger Reloaded, though, so I don't really think that matters.
Yeah, that does. I was about to say yes, and then I remember Gorgeous Tiger Reloaded, and I was like, oh, that's right, they did do Garfield.
Does
They did
season one
spin
have a name
Garfield.
chapter for Rem? Yeah. There's an arc 2. It
Right. Right.
was a good fucking chapter, by the way.
It was. It was. Hmm. And I am man, I'm just the more I think, man, the more I'm just like, man, where do we go? Where do we go into the next quarter, man? Like I just don't know, bro. Like there's just been so many fucking twists and turns this year with this season. I just can't chat. I literally just have to ride the wave, chat. I literally just have to ride the wave. I mean, it's been a very crazy core one. I know we're going on a 2 month wait now, and I just hope that when they come back with core, I mean, chat. I'll be honest with you. I think that core two is going to be just fine. I'll be honest. I feel like if core two is going to amp
Screenshot
up
sounded
even
coming, sorry.
more than where we're at right now, especially if they still have to deal with Reed, and if Julius, if they give Julius his get back, bro, and they put some fucking heat on that episode, man. I mean, dude, hey, man.
So, something I appreciate about you, Jordan, is that you're not the type of beast that can be overhyped, which I think that's awesome. So I want to
Yeah,
ask,
true.
like, cause people never shut the fuck up about Arc 6, right? It's constant.
Yeah, right.
How do you think it's holding up, man?
I will say this. For this to be the arc that everybody last year was like, man, this is going to be so bad in the anime, and this is going to be the arc that causes me to read the novels. Dude, this has been a fantastic season. This has been a fantastic adaptation from all things considered. I know, again, I'm keeping in mind of cuts and stuff like that, and yeah, there's some hits hidden there, but just looking at the mainstream line source of the weekly viewing from me, and the conversations that have been had, the reception that has been had, the momentum that ReZero has maintained among the seasonal lineup, especially in this current anime space. I mean, it's been a very good season. I feel like I don't really have any disappointments so far in comparison to season 3 and what I learned about season 3, because of the fact that my expectations have been subverted so far with a trope that I normally do not care for at all. That isn't to say that I won't give that trope a try, but I'm usually already like halfway out the door kind of when it comes to Amnesia. But ReZero off rip, the minute it has happened, immediately reined it in and just got right back to business. You know what I mean? It established the fact that he has no memories of what he was or who he was before, but then it also reminded you that he is still in ReZero. You know what I mean? And it just set up so many different mysteries right off the bat, because the fact that Nubru has basically been taking paths and has altered the game plan to a different point that regular Subaru would have been taking. You know what I mean? It's two different paths now. So when you learn that there's somebody that doesn't have memories, anybody that's had qualms against Subaru can make a move. You know what I mean? And it's just been one thing after another,
I bring this back up because I last mentioned this episode 7. You see my issue where I had to stay quiet when Dan was getting kicked and fucking shit on and dragged up and down the road, dude. Because like you can't just go like, oh well, ReZero has a pretty good Amnesia plotline because nobody knows about it yet. Like novel readers do, but that's like 3 guys. So like,
yeah,
you just gotta sit there, man.
No,
and everyone's like,
you definitely.
Everyone's like, I've never seen Amnesia work a single time in any story I've ever read. Amnesia's always a fucking failure. Amnesia always sucks, and I'm just like, okay. I was like, we're so cooked. We're cooked. We might be cooked.
Nah, I think you guys have beaten the allegations, man. I mean, a lot of people are definitely. I mean, the anime community, when it comes to certain things, the majority, a loud majority, and I really mean a loud majority, is very set in stone when it comes to certain tropes in fiction, right? But there are plenty of stories out there that will do those things right. It's just they are a dimes a dozen, and ReZero is as popular as it is, you know what I mean. It is one of those dimes a dozen when it comes to Amnesia. Because truth be told, I can't necessarily say that I've seen a bunch of Amnesia plot lines in these last 5 years of anime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm really thinking about all the series that I have watched over these last 5 years, which is probably at least up to 120 plus shows at this point, I cannot say that I have seen an Amnesia plot line this good, and that is to be commended because, again, that
Yeah,
is
I mean,
just
I think it like I went into it skeptical too. I think that's fair. Like,
yeah.
I think most people went into it skeptical, but then they read Volume 23 and they're like, ah, it's fire. It's fucking
Yeah, I
flames.
mean, it's been heat. I mean, Taipei's been cooking, man.
Yeah.
The conversations that I have just seen come from this season has been absolutely fantastic, and I think that it's good that people are so interested. Beyond just the mindfuck. They're trying like DZ. Funny enough, he always phrases things. Well, let me pull up his shit. He always says things kind of in like a funny way, but he literally said it, if not this week or last week, that this is like the greatest fucking season of Who Done It I've ever seen. Yeah, he said this is the greatest Amnesia Who Done It murder mystery arc of all time. I'm moved, I'm confused, and I'm on the edge of my seat as I should be when witnessing greatness. That's the best way to put it. It really is the best way to put it. Like, what else can you say about this art? You know what I mean? It genuinely it's good to be confused, but it's also like you're on the edge of your seat because you don't know what direction Taipei wants to take this in until you know, man. I mean, I didn't expect last week's ending to pick up like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, like the beginning of the episode, yeah, but like him diving into her book and then seeing this other side of him that he doesn't know exists, or that he's not sure what exactly it is, only for it to be what it is, and then he realizes that he in fact did kill Meili, and then now Ram is on his like, you know what I mean? Like, it's engaging. It's very, very engaging. You know what I mean? And I think that's like what a lot of like Amnesia arcs don't
Hmm.
do right. You kind of just watch it happen and watch people dance around the fact that there's this character and it's an important character, but they don't remember anything. And you kind of have to just deal with it and deal with other nonsense that cultivates around it. But it's like Subaru is still the central figurehead, regardless of whether or not it's him in there or not, that keeps all these people together. And because he's in this vulnerable state right now, there are also any intent that he was able to keep, any negative intent that he was able to kind of essentially keep back because he was who he was, is now able to encroach upon him because who he is right now isn't who he was before. You know what I mean? And that's what makes the arc just so continuously engaging every week, because you just don't know who is pulling the string. I mean, even again, and my thing was that, like, again, we said that, like, my initial thing was that, man, it was Meili pushing him, but then I see that it might be Rui X Rem, you know what I mean, taking over her body. Maybe she pushed him. Maybe it could still be Pandora if that white bird ends up being Pandora. You know what I mean? I just don't know. But it's those little things that just make you keep on guessing, and then they keep adding on layers,
Everything
and
is
it's
getting
not like
worse all the time,
it's
man.
just getting worse, and you get more details, and it's also not necessarily just drowning itself in unnecessary mystery. This tower is mysterious enough, and these books of the dead are a problem enough, and then you just build onto these situations with just more and more questions, because again, you're basically dealing with an entirely different character here, so it's only natural that he would be even more confused about what's going on, which in turn leads to the audience being more confused about what's happening to the confused character, because everybody's just fucking confused, and it's great. It's genuinely great. It's
There definitely are
fantastic.
people who overcompensate and don't let anime at least feel their skepticism. I agree, yeah. I think I said this after episode 7. I was like, everyone has got to shut the fuck up. Okay? If someone is like, I'm skeptical, I'm not really sure about where this is going, that's fine. That's what we all felt. Unless you're a LARPer like Joncho, okay? But the rest of us were like, damn, I'm not really sure where this is headed. Okay? That was the normal thing. I read it, I was like, Amnesia, huh? That's weird. But like, fuck, man. Just fucking let people enjoy it.
Right.
Or not enjoy
Yeah.
it. Let people have their own experience.
Ben Joncho said, bro. Yeah, no, I think that's definitely the thing. You know, I'm thankful that ReZero community has honestly been kind of quiet because all things considered, man, I know they were probably like ready to bust their fucking load at the Amnesia stuff, man. I know they were ready for it to be like, oh, you guys aren't ready for what's going to happen next. But like, I didn't really see that. You know what I mean? It just came as it came. It just came as it came. So, Jordan, read my above comment for a laugh. Smile. Jordan, I want you to know that Arc 6's biggest pop-off for the English novel community was in 2020 when Among Us was huge and there were so many Among Us memes about Arc 6.
Yeah.
Was there really?
I think so.
Oh, that's...
I only got a ReZero 2021. I was like a little bit late. I was right after. I don't know if it was right after or like shortly after season 2 ended.
Wow. Okay. Okay. That's kind of cool actually, because nobody knew. Nobody knew what was going on, and that's kind of fun to think about, honestly. And then the imposter.
Getting baited by a short message is crazy.
Dude, I'm just chilling, bro. Like, I'm just. Yo, Envy, you didn't have to do that to me. You really didn't. Like, I thought we were cool. I thought we were cool. That is a cool thing to imagine. Though. I mean, I can imagine the vibes were pretty high during that time. Yeah, lots of reporting the body memes about Melee. Why is he still blue? Make him green. Can I just be purple?
And now our finest creations are Natsuki Daniel and Axe Guy. That's what we got going on now.
And Aura Monster, dude. Can't forget Aura Monster. That's the whole bread and butter.
Aura Monster is ethical. We support Aura Monster in this house. I've never really thought Aura Monster is really funny, but it's you know, it's a valid meme. You know, it's got motion. It's ethical memes. Natsuki Daniel and Axe Guy fucking suck ass, man.
That's fair. That's fair. And Aura Monster literally made it into the OP like that. You know, you don't get that. You don't get that often. You do not get that often. Now I'm waiting to see what they're gonna do for Todd, bro. Like it's gonna like you know what? It'd be funny, bro.
Shouldn't even be in your fucking mouth, dude.
dude. You know what'd be funny, bro? If like the next ReZero OP, like whenever Todd appears, bro. Imagine if they had a lyric in the song that goes, "I will not wait," and then they put like Todd on the screen in the OP. Dude, you know how crazy that would be? Like they do like the Aura Monster animation on Todd walking like with his axe behind his back, and he's like, "I will," and it's like, "I will not wait." Oh, dude, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, bro. I know I shouldn't know that, but I can't escape it. It's literally all in your comments, bro. It's all I see all over the place.
Jordan
I will not wait.
Joncho, the strongest LARPer of today versus the strongest LARPer in history.
Dude, it's not my fault, bro. They really blasted it. Dude, that dude got like a banger tweet off you, bro. Like, all I see is "I will not wait." And I saw the TikTok edit too, where it's like you're reading it and it's like "I will not wait." Dude. Like what the what the fuck? Dude, they put it everywhere, bro.
I know.
Like I know for a fact if you like go down the TikTok rabbit hole, bro, you're gonna just find yourself in very strange places.
There's a reason I don't. There's a
Ninja told me
I don't.
Dude, Ninja told me he did that for himself, bro. He just He's like, I never do that shit.
I am good.
I'm not LARPing with Todd, says John Cho. Jordan and all the LARPers are going to be disappointed when Todd only shows up for a single volume. Is that true? Is Todd a one stop shop? Well, I guess we'll have to see, chat. I mean, he looks like a cool character. You know?
Yeah.
He's a cool guy. I heard he's pretty cool antagonist and whatnot. Like, point of confrontation.
Yeah, man.
When Jordan gets to Arc 10 and realizes Todd is just some axe guy from 400 years ago. 400 years ago. Is he an ancient being? Jordan, when Todd takes off the axe and reveals... Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Don't shoot him. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Hold on, man. There you go, Garkar.
That's fucked up.
You're timed out for 10 seconds, Garkar. 10 seconds. You get a 10-second timeout.
Man.
You get a 10-second timeout. Garkar. You sit in the corner for 10 seconds and think about your damn life.
That's fucked up, man.
Hey, man. He got me too many times today. I can't stand for this. I can't stand for this.
That's fucked up.
I had to do it to him. Oh, he's back. Welcome back, Garkar. Did you think about your life in those 10 seconds? Everything that you did wrong and right?
Garkar,
Can we unlock this
go
guy?
back into that side story, Garkar, and change the name that you. He named a character after you, and now I'm gonna have him change it.
Yo, no, whoa.
Garkar, get rid of it.
What do I need my clout, bro. I'm fucking Barney, bro. It's hard out here, bro. I need my clout. Please? Come on, man. How many shots Garkar has at this point? He has like 50. He's the 50 Cent of this chat. He shot me like 8 times today, man. Ridiculous. But
It's crazy how I gave
yeah,
Jordan
chat.
mod, and he's like done nothing but kill innocent people.
I wouldn't say innocent. You know what I mean? I think that's a
Oh.
stretch. I mean, he's a little guilty. He's a little dirty frog, but it's all right. You know, we'll be okay. But yeah, man. Chat. I think this is going to do it for me.
Yeah, man.
We will be here on time. Everybody be here on time next week. I don't give a shit if you got a job or other responsibilities. Everybody in this chat, make sure to be here next week. It is going to be a good one. It is going to be a hype one. We are sending this season out with a bang. If you are not here, I will know. I will find you, and I will make sure your stars are bad personally, okay? Be there on time. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I bid you a good evening. Brother Asa,
Bye, Jordan.
you take it from here. Adios,
All right, man.
chat.
I'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
This guy cannot be talking about Todd, bro. Talking about Todd. What the fuck, man? Oh, man. All like this like LARPing bit. Jordan's really gonna see something he shouldn't one day. I can't wait to see if he thinks it's overhyped. Jordan isn't really the type of guy to think that things are overhyped or not. He doesn't really let that kind of stuff get to him, I don't think. At least I've never seen him do it. Arc 9 LARPing could be nuclear. Jordan actually got spoiled on something in Arc 9. He definitely forgot though. Yo. Gotta get his desk out of here. You are the best YouTuber to cover ReZero. I've watched every summary and appreciate you so much. Thanks, man. Look forward to the next one, I guess. Should be between now and the next 6 months. Oh. Chat, I'm so real, dude. I don't mean this as in like a fuck season 4 way, which is how I meant it when I said this during season 3. I can't wait for this core to end, bro. I can't wait to not wake up at 5 in the fucking morning. Christ almighty. I can't wait until I don't have to work on these goddamn episode videos anymore. Get my fucking vacation. What do you think of Ice's leak? I haven't looked. In this YouTube chat and in my Discord, we're doing no leak June. No jerking June. How do you feel about all the new gen fans that are calling Subaru Daniel Natsuki? Natsuki Daniel is not funny. I think it's a terrible meme. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with like new gen fans in general. I don't really think that's a big deal. But like, yeah, the Natsuki Daniel shit is like never funny. And I get like at least 10 comments every episode video where someone goes like, "What do you mean Nubru? His name's Natsuki Daniel." And it's like the picture of like all the Buzz Lightyears in like their packaging. That's pretty much how it is, yeah. Also, Axe Guy could be funny if it wasn't like 75% constructed with AI. Maybe that would be a funny one too. But like, new gen fans in themselves, I don't have a problem with that, no. When will Core 2 of the season come out? It starts August 12th. Any plans for a novel spoiler stream? Not anytime soon. Which cult translations is what? Forward? I think it's 4 chapters behind. Therefore, I'm 4 chapters behind. And, I mean, it's the ReZero community, right? People, they're not gonna follow the rules, so. If WCT is not caught up, I will not be doing a novel stream, unfortunately. Do you think Todd's LARPing is gonna last till he's animated? I'm not sure. It's hard to say. It's hard to say if it has the same legs as Aura Monster. It depends. Like if season 4 wraps up and they actually announce season 5 and it's not half a decade away, maybe. Yeah. So there's someone kissing under your desk. That's okay. I'm almost caught up. Shut the fuck up, Danger. You're like fucking. You're 3 degrees removed from Joncho, okay? How long to the next Core V0? It's 2 months away. Todd LARP was a thing before season 3 aired, so yeah, it'll stick. That's true, but it doesn't. It didn't have the same legs it has right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot more pronounced right now. I don't know if it'll stay the way it is right now. Are we actually getting an extended episode next week? If you mean like 40 minutes, no. Everyone talking about the 40-minute thing has lost their fucking mind. The 40-minute episode thing is like... the 40-minute episode thing is like the definition of seeing what you want to see in a post and like running with it. 40 minutes wouldn't even make sense with the content that's left. Yeah, it wouldn't. And also, we've already seen the time slots. Oh, but soon I will be able to take a break. Soon. I'm almost free. It's so hype because after episode 11 next week, the week after has Deltarune. I don't know really anything about Undertale or Deltarune, I'm sorry. I'm happy for you though. I'm happy for the Undertale enjoyers or Deltarune enjoyers. What was the thumbnail drawing you referenced on Twitter? What are you talking about? Which one? I posted a few. You're missing out, I swear. I played Deltarune for like 30 minutes. I think. Wait, let me look. I played Undertale for 82 minutes 7 years ago. Make of that what you will. Oh, I did it again. I was talking about the obsession edit. It looked worse. I did change it before I posted it. Have you considered reading Umineko? Nope. Sorry. Are we gonna get Half-Life 3 streams at the end of the year? Yeah, obviously, man. I should stream The Wolf Among Us 2 as well. That'd be fun, man. When everyone thought, for good reason, that Half-Life 3 was gonna come out in 2025, I was planning on doing a Half-Life like marathon stream, man. But that didn't happen. Do you read any other literature? Any favorite books or authors? I read all 418 chapters of Shukura. It's a good web novel. The last like proper book I read was The Death of Expertise by Tom Nichols. Half-Life 3 in the next 30 years? Those who know? Half-Life 3 soon. Those who know. Goodbye, hope you have a great stream. Goodbye. Thanks for stopping by. It's the ReZero guy? Thanks, man. I'm either the ReZero guy or I'm the Axe guy. It'll be fucked up, I'll have to speedrun Half-Life 3 on my own before Asus streams it. Sorry, man. I'm really excited for The Wolf Among Us 2. I can't wait for that. That game's gonna be awesome. Hopefully. Hopefully it's awesome. I don't know, you never really know about these kinds of games that are stuck in development hell for so long. Did you play Dispatch? No. I wasn't really interested in it, to be honest with you. But I saw you read Shukura? Yeah, I made a romance video like a couple weeks ago. I put Shukura at the end of the video. With high recommendation. Would you say people are worse about spoilers in season 4 than 3? Just going by my comment section alone, I would say yeah. I have to delete like a lot of comments every week. Like every time the video goes up. Because like some anime only will say something, and then someone will reply just like giving them the full answer and like the full twist. And I'm like, you're out of your fucking mind, dude. Like some people so badly just have to flex that they know something. You know what I mean? Fuck. Or like, oh my god. This in like this natural urge that people have, this propensity to bring up the ifs under so many comments. Like Mel left a very nice comment about Subaru's usage of a turn by death and its relation to murder becomes a habit. The one and only reply. That's exactly what happens in the Great If story. It's available on YouTube. The ifs, for all intents and purposes, I'm being negatively polarized on the ifs, okay? It's driving me fucking nuts, the way this community treats them. There's comments that are like, oh, this must be where the if timeline branches. You think you can never, like, dislike the ifs enough. But the community finds a way, man. The one that, like, drives me the most insane, and if you've seen my Subaru doesn't equal Flugel video, you already know what I'm talking about. The way that people use character moments in ifs. For, like, actual analysis. Oh my god, it drives me insane. Like, I think for the ifs, you can very obviously use things like lore, or like world building, or like mechanics and stuff. I think that's obvious. The reason why they're if stories is because the characters are different in some capacity. And so, like, you're like finally crafting this theory or this analysis. And then someone will be like, well, actually, in this if, he did that. Oh my god, I don't care. I don't care about the ifs. I really don't. I was way more into the ifs pre-Arc 7. They're really cool. I think the ifs like I said, I think the community is solely responsible for negatively polarizing me against them. Because when I first heard about the ifs, like when I was first getting into ReZero, I was like, that's cool. Writing this little story about how things could have gone differently if different decisions were. That's awesome. I think that's fun. That's cute, you know? Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Just a fun little story that you can maybe, you know, you can look at if you're curious about how this would have gone. I think it's cool. That's not how the community treats them, though. Do we have anything we want to talk about, or is the stream over, chat? Is there anything that anyone wants to announce? Anything anyone wants to say? You know, part of the reason why people treat the ifs the way they do, and I'm not like actually blaming a Kidnut for it, because I don't really think it's his fault. He just made a thing that he thought was cool, and it probably is cool. What the hell? But like the fact that like those videos have been up for so long and they've been so accessible, I think that's why so many people LARP the ifs, man. Because they don't actually have to read them. If they still had to just read the ifs, like if they couldn't watch it in video format, I don't think the ifs would have the grip on the community that they have. And again, I don't think it's a Kidnut's fault necessarily, you know, he just made a video that he thought was cool. Not Garkar in the corner playing his Sasageru if video. You are free. Chat, I'm ending stream right now. A compulsion has taken over me. I have to shit so fucking bad.